start. My God. I like how I go live and it's just like, what if we gave you 200 pop-ups? Like, yes, definitely what I want. Okay. Direct messages. Oh, someone's asking me to moderate something. I might have to do that real quick, team. Sorry. What up, Jake? How are you? Yeah, YouTube is live. Hello, YouTube. I have YouTube over here. Yo, what up, Apex? I see you. Okay. Let me actually, like, post on my Discord. Is Rain live? Hello, I am live. I'm going through the presentation. Bob, also gonna do other Rainer shit. Okay, let's try this. I have to scroll up a bit. It's been a while since I've done YouTube. I should be doing YouTube more because, like, pigeonholing myself in Eve is actually really bad. Okay. Let's do that. Remove embeds. Okay. We should be set. Hold on, let me read with this guy. Okay. What up, Alex? How are you? Okay, hello everybody. I'm Rain. We're getting into this, I think. Maybe. I'm trying to make sure homies are good. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna delete these. They're like... They're advertising messages on somebody else's post. Like, you are allowed to offer things for free. But, like, don't, like... If you wanna advertise, you are free to make your own post thread. Because I thought like they were being snarky to this guy's comments, but they aren't even like commenting on his stuff. Yo, what up, Jake? on both channels. Okay, so I think I'm set. It's been a while, probably like a whole week. What up, Davey? How are you? Nice to meet me. Nice to meet you too, Davey. I am doing pretty okay. I've been sick. I've been like horribly sick. And I kind of feel like I'm like 65, maybe 70% now. I took some meds. I have my tea with honey and lemon, of course. Okay. Okay. So we are in EVE Online. We are in Saranin. A lot of people know of Saranin. I apparently have a lot of stuff here in Saranin. This explains why I'm here, because if I go to my enormous freight container. What is all of this? Did we stage out it? We might have staged out of here at one point. That's probably why. So if I scroll down far enough, we got some skins. Okay, cool. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them here. I just talked while muting my mic. Yes, I have my Meowdy cup. You can get it at my merch store. It's like fourthwall.com/rain. Chocolate Rain. If you ever want merch. Do you guys want to hear something like super toxic? I'm gonna tell you, and you guys are gonna be like, Rain, that's not toxic. I literally do all this stuff with like merch and shit for myself. Like everything you see is shit I would buy. What up, CF9? Must not sing the song. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Fanfest flu. I don't even think it was from Fanfest, so I'm pretty sure I caught COVID at Fanfest. So let me see. I got back from Fanfest on a Monday. That Wednesday, had a headache, dry cough, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But no COVID, no positive COVID, right? Uber toxic, how dare you? I know, right? Like this shirt, this Meowdy shirt, I got it for me, and then I'm like, what if other people in different colors? So I have all of these. The only thing I don't have is the mug. Because I got a wine glass instead. I literally had a wine glass shipped, and I'm like, this is insanely expensive, and I really don't like it. So like, you see how big the text is here? The text was like half of that on the wine glass. I don't know if it's clean or not. It might still be in my dishwasher. But it was like, I was like, I don't want to charge people like $30. So like, I shouldn't say 30. It was like 15 or 20. And then shipping was like insanely expensive, like another $20. I'm like, what the fuck? Whiskers, yes, there are. There are little whiskers and cat ears. So you will never find this text anywhere else because my best friend named Lydia made it. She does all my art. Literally all my emotes are from her, except the one that's my face, the skin, the EVE Online skin, and then the Christmas hat one. Those are by other artists or myself. But yeah, so I got sick. And then like Sunday, I was like feeling really shitty. I went to like my mom's for Mother's Day. And then like it was like 9 o'clock and I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. Sure enough, I wake up like, no joke, probably like 12 hours later. Feel like utter garbage. I then have to fly to Nashville for Monday through Friday. Felt like shit all in Nashville. Got home. Lost my sense of smell. Sometime between Friday and Sunday. I think it was Saturday. I did another COVID test. Also negative. I've done 3 COVID tests. They're all negative. But this is like full cold. Like the nasal, the throat, the cough. I've been taking tons of medicine. I kind of switched between like Tylenol and ibuprofen. Let me show you guys my miracle medicine. So I am a huge fan. Oh, did I throw the box away? Fuck, I probably threw the... Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I'll just show you guys the box. I'm a huge fan of Cold Ease. So, for those who don't know, I'm like chronically ill. So anytime someone's like, Maureen, do you take your vitamins? Yes, I take a lot of vitamins. So I do a 1-a-day vitamin for women. And then I also do Cold Ease. Cold Ease really is all about zinc. I also do Airborne when I travel or like getting ready for stuff. I will do Airborne only if it has zinc. For those who are unaware, your body gets enough vitamin C. You should not be needing vitamin C supplements, especially with your vitamins. But yeah, so I took these. When did I take these? Was this Monday? And I started feeling better like today. Started like kind of recovering. They taste like garbage and they make everything you taste like garbage. So like I really don't eat. Like I don't have an appetite, which is really weird for me. But yeah, that's my miracle medicine. If you're ever like, if you ever see me at like an Eve, yeah, zinc. I love zinc. Well, like the weird thing is like my multivitamin has zinc and then Cold Ease has zinc. And you should not overdose on zinc because your body doesn't have a way to flush it out. So I should clarify for context. If you take more vitamin C than you need, you just pee it out. Your body just is like, oh, this is too much and just filters it out, right? If you had to do that to like iron, zinc, I think vitamin B12, I might be wrong. Your body's like, what do I do? And then like your body freaks out. So a lot of times your vitamins and stuff, my vitamins have 100% iron because it's a women's vitamin. Women are always deficient in iron. But like I could honestly probably take 2 of my vitamins and still be fine. If I had to take 2 vitamins like every day, probably not good, but I can do it once a day, right? But yeah, so that's like my go-to. So we're gonna attempt Mission Impossible back home to Jita. It's only 13 jumps, but I have 3 million skins. If we run into a gate camp, I'm just gonna inject them all and then cry as I lose the rest. But yeah. So I've been sick. You can kind of hear it. I lost my sense of smell sometime over the weekend. I tried a neti pot. Neti pot was not fully clear, so I feel like I must be getting a sinus infection. I can breathe out my nose though, but like it still feels like pressure. I've also like when I blow my nose, Booger demons, yeah. When I blow my nose, it's bloody, which just means I've been blowing my nose so much, the vessels are like giving up. Because it's not bloody like at the entrance of my nose, it's bloody from like the mucus and shit. Yours specifically for male and it has more zinc. Does it really? Zinc is really, really good for fighting off infections. So like, my mom used to always tell me, she's like, take Airborne, it has vitamin C. I'm like, mother, I literally eat normal food for a human. There's no chance I do not have normal vitamins. And sure enough, over the winter, I went to the doctor and I said, make sure, like, test me for my vitamins. Make sure I'm getting all my vitamins. And I am. I literally am. So all my issues are not caused by vitamin deficiency. By any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, it's, whatchamacallit. But yeah, I always look for zinc. So Coldies has zinc. I normally would bring this stuff with me to Fanfest. And I remember I'd give it to a few people. I'm like, these are cough drops. They taste like shit, but they should help you. And they were like, Rain, these are like a miracle. And I'm like, yeah, they're really good. So, hilariously, last week, when I was feeling like shit, could not find Coldies in the store, I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, can you find me Coldies? She could not find Coldies in the store. And so, I've been going a long ass time without Coldies for being sick. But, coming up on Sunday, so today is technically 2 weeks since I first started feeling symptoms. You can tell I'm not over it. So I probably had two things. I probably unironically had COVID. Because I felt like I had COVID. The problem was that none of my tests are positive, so it's only how I feel. But what I have now is definitely a cold. It could be progressing to a sinus infection, which I'm very unfamiliar with sinus infections because I've only had one in my entire life. Get some Coldies. Yeah, keep Coldies. Like, and when you start feeling like you're getting a cold, then just take a Coldies. And it's like, it's just a cough drop. So you just like suck on it and it tastes terrible. So like, let's say you have an issue with like eating at night. You're like, oh, I eat dinner and it's enough food, but every night at 9 p.m. I want to eat before going to bed. Just take a Coldies instead. They make you feel like shit. They make your teeth feel like shit too. You have to like brush your teeth after you're taking them because it's like the like nastiness, like the feeling. Immunosuppressed, the mucus is discolored, then infection. I mean, yeah, but that could be for a cold too. So I'm talking, so this is Twitch chat, this is just Apex over on YouTube. I feel like YouTube's kind of hard to get, like, discoverability. I feel like Twitch is hard too, but YouTube's somehow harder. But yeah, so we're flying back, and then we're going to watch our presentation. Because I know y'all didn't definitely watch my presentation already, but even if you did, I feel like my commentary should be fun. Because I did miss a lot of my talking points. I had so many talking points, and then I forgot half of them. I kind of, like, freaked out. I do really, really well at pretending like I'm confident and not nervous, but I do get nervous talking in front of people. Which I think is just normal, right? You did? Mwahaha, okay. I gave my mom shit, because she's like, oh, your dad liked your presentation. I was like, well, did you watch it, Mom? She didn't, dude. I was like, Mom, like, you did not have to suffer through waking up at 5 a.m., and now you're not even watching it? Yes, I didn't quote a certain person. I didn't quote you, Apex. It was hard to weave it in. It's kind of hard to, like, weave some of this stuff in. There was one part where I was going to talk about, like, botting. I failed to mention botting. There's a keep star here. I didn't realize there was one here. Looks like it's Freeport. Sylvanas Windrunner. Sylvanas Super Mercenary. That's funny. That's interesting. I didn't realize there was one here. Oh, they're pretty recent, too. This just looks like war deck nerds. Yeah. I thought my presentation went really. I've gotten a lot of good feedback. I think based on some of the commentary from folks, like, I might start doing stuff with Eve too. I'm gonna verbalize this. One, because maybe if I don't do it, someone else will. But two, it'll like kind of hold me accountable. What up, Valamir? How are you? But like with Eve, it's like somebody asked me, they're like, is there like an event calendar to see like when all these events are going on? And I'm like, no, but that's like a really good idea. Like imagine you were like, hey, I really like doing stuff for charity. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm slowly getting over being sick. So I don't feel, I should say I don't feel good, but I feel better than I have been. But like how cool would it be where you just pull up a calendar and it was like eveonline.charity or charity.eveonline or something like that. And like you could just see like, oh hey, there's nothing happening in this month. I could organize a big charity event. Like a fundathon or subathon or something for charity, right? Maybe side calendar there should be one. I wonder, yeah, if I partner with Kayate. I don't even know how you say his name. I met him too. I was really drunk at the Saturday party. He's like, Rain, I just wanted to say hi. I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I got to meet you. Even if it was for 2 seconds, because he's one of my favorite people. A lot of the MPSI and the like newbie nerds, like Kashal, I'm really glad I got to talk with her a little bit. She's like diabetic like me. I was so excited. Kind of weird. But then, so there's that. I was like, what if we do like a charity calendar or something like that, you know? But then the other thing I was thinking was like, why don't I just start like a guide? Like, you know, like the Idiot's Guide to whatever. I could do like Idiot's Guide to doing a charity fundraiser on Twitch. Or for CCP or something like that. Not CCP, for EVE Online. We could die here. This could be a gate camp. It wouldn't surprise me. It is not a gate camp. I'm actually surprised it's not a gate camp. But yeah, I feel like something like that would be like just a good resource, and like it could even be like the bare minimum, and it's still something better, because I get that question a lot. Free and clear to Jita? Hell yeah. I mean, ideally, right? Technically, you could still smart bomb in high sec. There's technically nothing stopping you. Yeah, it should be good. Do I not have this one? I do have that one. How do I have an... Oh, I probably got it from an alt. Oh, I should do that. I should go back on all my alts and get them. I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like... Because a lot of people ask me, they're like, where do I start? And like, in my mind, I just am like, everybody knows of Tiltify, right? Like, you're down to help? Yeah, it might just be like a big Google Doc. And then maybe I allow comments. Like, you and I and a few others could work on it. And then we publish it and it allows comments. So if people are like... hey, this website's out of order, or, oh, there's this new tool, right, or whatever. I feel like that would be really good. I have to just find time to dedicate to it. A source of information, yeah, that's what I was thinking. The problem is it's really, like, if I Google, like, how to do a charity drive on Twitch. So, like, Twitch's charity tool for creators. That's the first and second link. There's some YouTube. There's a Reddit. How to get started with Twitch charity. 5 tips. Classy.org. I don't want your stupid bullshit. What is Twitch? How does it work? How GoFundMe? Reach out to streamers directly. Build a trust. See, like, this isn't even like, I'm a streamer. How do I do it, right? Charitable donations. How to set up donations on Twitch. So yeah, even on like the first page of Google, it's not even, it's like, okay, here's how you set up donations. Reject all. Fuck off. How to donate on mobile. How much does Twitch take? How to add donations. I don't even think this is like donating to charity. Oh, it is charity. Okay. But yeah, like, some of these feel like AI articles, I'm not gonna lie. Look, Isanamo, that's what... Isanamo. That's how where we went to Thera the last time. What up, baby? You're okay. Look at you. Like a website, yeah. No, that's a good idea, Alex. Hey, Boxcow, what was your presentation? My first time, you had a lot of fun. You like the Rick's is really good with talks. Mine was how to weaponize E for good. So that was 10 a.m. on Thursday. So if you were kind of hungover from like karaoke or anything like that, you probably didn't see it. But yeah, I'm gonna stream it once we get back to Jita safely. I wanna dock for my skins. It is on YouTube, yes, Valimir. Let me link it to you. They put it on YouTube and then like unlisted it to avoid like all the post spam, and then they're like, don't worry, Rain. Copy message link. I want a copy link. There we go. Here. If you're one of those people where it's like you don't want to watch me, you're right, Carrot. Yeah, so you might have been like hungover. I do not blame you. I get it. But yeah, that's the link if you want to watch it. But I'm gonna stream it here, and then you're gonna get like my commentary over me. And you'll watch me laugh at my own jokes. Um, a lot of people are like, oh, I hate listening to myself talk. I love listening to myself talk. And once you listen to yourself enough, and you, I don't know, you get confidence of who you are and enjoying yourself, you'll really like yourself. I always feel like you should be your own number one supporter. Right? Like, you ever see those Twitch streamers where they stream to 0 people? I'm like, how is that possible? Like, you yourself should count as your own viewer. Like, how are you not watching yourself? Like, pull up 20 different fucking tabs or browsers. You gotta watch yourself. My presentation, you're doing an eFrontier playtest? Oh, you were? Okay, that's fair. I've heard a lot of hype about eFrontier. I don't know if it's the game for me, but I'm definitely gonna give it a shot at some point. Dude, you laugh. I'm serious. I'm always like even throughout my entire streaming career, I've never had 0 viewers. I feel like I've always been I've always been my own one viewer. You know? I don't know if that's like conceited or not. But yeah, sorry, I'm going through my Discords. Oh, should I post my own link here? Oh shoot, I bumped my microphone, I'm sorry. You have a self-hosted bot and I think like, yeah, see? But that still counts, right? But yeah, my goal is to kind of like not just do my presentation, but to go through and watch other people's presentation. Cause I feel like I missed a lot of stuff. Like, I didn't get to see Rix's because I was so freaking busy every day. And so it's one of those things where I don't know if I want to stream other people's presentations. That feels kind of rude. But at the same time, like, if I can hype it up and show it to other people, maybe I do. It's that or me looking at the career. Yeah, for sure. Preparing it, I want to thank me speech for all the work I did this year. Yeah, exactly. Me saying yes to avoid future consequence with the machines TM. Oh my gosh. Phantom bot's legit. Yeah. Boojum's so like when they were prepping mine, they were playing like a video from Boojum, and I was telling them, I was like, yo, I don't know if you have a show or something that you're doing, but like CCP was playing as a prep for like before they let anybody in, so it looked pretty neat though. I really like Boojum. I met him at the charity dinner, and then we kind of talked throughout the event. He was super chill. My cat is mad because this. You can lay there. The sun is moving, and this is somehow my fault. So, we made it back from Saranin. I didn't actually think we'd make it. I'm not gonna lie. But we did it. So we're gonna put the skins here. Is this only skins? Is that what I should call it? Oh look, there's our. Oh, they still work. Okay. I think these are all my skins. Okay. We're gonna look at rookie help. Alright. Faceted bot gear for Twitch also has Discord integration. Oh, nice. Legit question, you consider React content rude? I think it depends. Like, if you ask somebody if you want to, if it's okay if you stream their stuff, I don't think that's rude. If you're just like, hey guys, I'm gonna do this, and you just sit and play YouTube videos and go, haha, that's funny. Like, that's not React content. That's you just streaming shit and leeching other people's, like, shit. If I see people restreaming my stuff, by the way, I report them. I file DMCA takedowns. I've had to do it to other streamers, and they'll be like, hey, I didn't realize. And I'm like, brother, you were restreaming my stream, not adding anything. You didn't ask me. You didn't advertise. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's not that difficult to be like, hey, Rain, I really like what you're showcasing right now. Do you mind if I restream it? I'd be like, okay. No big deal. Right? Or like, hey, Rain, you streamed this, like, fight or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, the shit I do in Eve. But yeah. I feel like if you're gonna restream something or rebroadcast something, at least ask the person. Right? Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. It's browser source, yeah. Browser 2. Okay, we're gonna keep it like this. Hold up, let me do properties. Control audio via OBS. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna mute it. This is so I don't accidentally blow out your eardrums. Also add it to the content some way. Yeah, some way that is like, if you were to say like watch my stream and you were to pause it and break it down, like I'd be all for that. Especially if like, let's say you don't ask, like let's say, so I should also clarify, this is CCP's stream technically. It's my talk, but it's CCP's stream. So I don't think I can technically say like, hey, I don't want people doing this. Because it's like not mine, you know? Okay, so we're gonna fuck around with this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna do interact. You guys can't hear it. I can't hear it. Fuck, I can't hear it either. How do I make it so I can hear it? Wait, maybe I can hear it. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna bump it down real low. You can't hear it. Okay, I can't hear it either. Hold on. Okay. I can't hear it. I'm so stupid. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this a different way. We're gonna gamble and we're gonna do a share screen. This is gonna be really risque. Cause like, how do I? Rain. What? Am I doing it wrong, Alex? Oh, I should pause my. It's still playing. It is. They're all open. Audio mixer. I can see them all. Oh wait, you guys can't see my face. Here. Look how cool I am. Select audio monitoring. There's no audio. Oh wait. I don't see audio monitoring. What up, Nightmare? How are you? Ear Trumpet, a try-off stream MS store. I have no idea what that is. Is that like a game? This is not. Wait, I see. Audio monitoring. I see. Yep. Okay, I got you. Monitor and output, right? Okay, I think I got it. Okay, hold on. We're gonna unmute.
Everything like that, right? Can I see a show of hands? You guys will.
Yep, I can hear me. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do to Eve. Okay, you guys ready? This is gonna be so fun. Okay. Let me make sure this is all like set up right. So, let me do this button right here. Nope, we're gonna go back here. There's no like autoplay on, is there? Stable volume, annotation, subtitles off. Normal. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. That. Do you guys want that? Do you want to see my face or not see my face? Maybe I do. Should I just play it by ear? As a speaker icon to the taskbar that gives you the old mixer right there. I mean, I don't need that. Presentation, yeah. Double rain. DM it to me. You can. I'm not going to check it right now. But yeah, so like, do you guys want my face on here? Do you want to see my reaction of myself? We're going to remove Tina, sorry. Remove the text. We'll remove everything. So that doesn't... Hold on. How long?
So hello everybody, I'm Rain. Welcome to Weaponizing Eve for Good. It's good to see so many faces. It's very intimidating. If you can't tell, I'm shaking, so hopefully you guys are as nervous as me.
Dude, this is so funny. Do you know that Lake Kioma has been drained? The Lake Kioma has been drained. I have no idea what that is, so no. Me act to myself, meta. So like, I took a picture, and the picture was like 20 people maybe in the crowd. At this point, they like dimmed the lights. It was fucking full, dude. People were like standing at the back. I had no idea. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself as we go, okay? I have to cough too. You guys can hear it okay, right? Like, it's not too bad?
I get this cool little remote, and then they gave me like a microphone with my fancy dress with pockets. So it should be fun. So weaponizing E for good. So this is kind of like our overview. So don't get intimidated. It's like 10 slides. And I'm an American, so I speak really, really fast, especially when I'm nervous. So if you're ever like, what the heck did you say? Yeah, just be like, what? So that's what we're doing. So the reason I picked this topic is because everybody's kind of heard about Eve in some way, shape, or form in the media, right? You guys have all heard the stories, Black Hand Guiding Social Club, PAW, or something like that, right? The big betrayals, everything like that, right? Can I see a show of hands? You guys have all heard that, right? All right, hands down. Now, who has actually participated or been a victim of one of these things? Anybody? No scam. You scam people?
Oh, I helped out.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask the opposite question. How many
So that's Skyhawk. Skyhawk actually like scams somebody. So he's sitting front row, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? I didn't think anybody would raise their hand. I was laughing. I'm sorry, coughing. Sorry. Okay, we'll go on. We'll go on.
of you have Eve change your life, but in like a really positive manner? Like you met your best friend, you like traveled the world. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about the latter. Everybody loves talking about the former. The news reports on it, but nobody ever really talks about the latter of all the good things that come out of Eve. So you're gonna say, who are you, Rain? So hi, my name is Rain. In-game character is Rain Chocolate or Chocolate Rain. I own both. Most social media knows me as Rain, so I'm gonna just refer to myself as Rain. You're gonna say, Rain, what do you do in Eve? So I've been playing Eve for about a decade. Me and my friends joined shortly after BTEC R5. Been streaming Eve since 2015, but really I've been doing a lot of charity events for Eve. So back in 2016, me.
Okay, I did not know you guys could fucking hear me breathing. Like, I feel like driving, I can hear like, hey guys. It's killing me, dude. Like, I did not know you guys could hear me breathing. Like, whew. Oh, maybe that's only the mic. It probably didn't sound as bad in the room. Dude, it's killing me. I'm like, bro, move the mic away. And they did all these tests, so I don't know. Okay, we're going.
And some of the folks in the room. So me and Scared Panda actually founded the Evathon event. 2016, it was about 12 streamers, some in the room, and we streamed Eve for 72 hours, raised about $7,000 for a mental health organization. We thought, hey, that's pretty cool, something for Eve players.
So, just so you know, this was in what was it? What did I say, 2016? So Evathon was like the first big event, like, streamers have really done. And it was like the first time streamers have like banded together to help raise money for charities. I shouldn't say streamers. I should say Eve streamers, right? Because it was very common for people to do like the St. Jude or the Games Done Quick, stuff like that. But Scared Panda and I found this Evathon. And like she still, I think, has all the access to the social media and stuff. But it was like a big deal. And like I remember being so intimidated by it, but like it really helped me understand like project management. And one, how reliable people can be, and two, how unreliable people can be. Like, I think the first event we had, like, one guy got super drunk, and he broadcasted the stream key, and we were all like, oh, no. Even it was a ton of fun. We raised so much money. Yeah, it was the full 72 hours, man. And I'm, like, 99% sure. I was looking at you, and I said, people in the room, because, like, I was, like, 99% sure you were there. But it was, like... It was literally like, let's just ask every streamer who streams Eve, because there wasn't even like 20 of us. And we were like, okay, can all 20 of us like work together for like 72 hours to broadcast this? And I remember we did Friday midnight, like the start of Friday, so like 01 a.m. or whatever, all the way to like the end of midnight Sunday, Eve time. Because it was easy for everybody to communicate with Eve. And it was really funny because, like, we actually had open comms started. And so it was like, I'm like 99% sure we had open comms started. But, like, I thought it went really well compared to, like, some of the rowdiness of open comms back then. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, sorry, I'll go on. Because, like, I talk about so many charity events. It was so much fun.
Players to brag about. We did again in 2017, raised about $30,000 for Able Gamers, right? The charity organization that helps those with disabilities. And so we were like, wow, this is amazing. And so on and so forth. We had multiple charity organizations that we teamed up with, raised funds for. and so on. And I also help others do that as well. So Streamfleet did their own. I joined them in that, as well as like others. I'll talk about them later. You'll see a bunch of slides of like tons of streamers, tons of event organizers doing things. So, and not all of them are related to me. These are just the ones I wanted to talk about as to why I have quote unquote credentials to talk about this topic. But yeah, I've done a lot of stuff with Eve. I kind of don't.
So like I say quote unquote credentials because my notes literally said, as Dua Lipa would say, "Don't you know about me?" You know, like the people who are like, "Don't you know who I am?" I was like, I have to do a play on that because like it's been a while since I've been in the community, but also like I want people to understand like where I'm coming from and like the lens I'm viewing things. So you could say it's like a bias too. But I laugh so hard because Dance the Night Away is the Dua Lipa song. And she says, "Don't you know about me?" And I laugh so hard when she says that because I love that song. Don't you know who I think I am? Yeah. It's like, what do you mean you don't know me, bro? It's like, yeah. But like, I wanted to give some background on who I was and like all these photos of me or whatever. I also liked, this is a very public place for me to say, I'm both Rain and Chocolate Rain and Rain Chocolate. A lot of people get those characters confused. Rain Chocolate's my main. That's the icon of my little avatar dude right up there. You can't see him in the game, but when I tie back to the game, you can see him. Well, what are you doing? Do you want to come say hi? Come say hi real quick. Come here, baby. Come here. She wants to play. That's what she wants. She's being a turd. Okay, sorry, we'll go on.
I don't want to talk about my Eve work because it sounds cool saying, hey, I fly Logi, hey, I do faction warfare, but it doesn't really pertain to this topic. And so here we're going to talk about in-game examples of like Eve actually doing things for good. So this one's really obvious, right? Everybody's heard of Plex for Good, right? CCP, right, using tons of money, the 1.2 million. Sounds like a lot when you consider it's over a couple decades. CCP has also done things where they give you in-game incentives, right? So this was the mask, I think, for when they raised money to help with COVID, something along those lines. The last charity organization they helped, or the last drive they did, was back in 2023. And it's kind of one of those things where if there's sadly a catastrophic event somewhere in the world and Eve players rally together, we can convince CCP to do a giant organization like this.
This was the point I wanted to say, but I really wanted to call out here, and I don't think I did it well. But if you rally hard enough, CCP will start at Plex for Good, right? So take like any sort of catastrophic event. I think an easy one for me to remember is the California fires, right? California fires happened 6 months ago or whatever, not even. If EVE Online players had rallied together and say, hey, we should raise money for the California fires. A lot of you players were displaced. You know, this impacts the world. We should help. And I don't think a lot of people realize this. They don't realize, like, you can essentially, I don't want to say bully, but you can essentially bully a CCP into, like, starting charity drives. Because, like, what are they going to do? Tell you no? And you're going to be like, wow, CCP, what do you do? Hate charity? Like, so it's, like, players have raised $1.2 million. I also think I failed to call out, like, the Keelan Darklight. So Keelan sold his gold magnate to Scott Manley for the gold, and then gave all of the Plex that Scott had been accumulating to Plex for Good. And it was really, really neat to see because it was like one of those things where it was like you had like two kind of legends within the game. Way to be a dick, CCP, gosh, yeah, exactly. But you had these two legends in the game kind of like rally together and give like their funds away, you know? Okay, sorry, we'll go on. I love talking about this stuff, so like if you can't tell, I just want to talk.
So this is probably the easiest example. Now there are more. So you have what we would call project discovery. So everybody knows about project discovery in game. Hopefully, it's usually really, I would say, like an easy mini game, but what it's trying to do is capitalize on citizen science. So instead of having scientists look through samples and make a determination, they try to teach the average Joe, aka us, to learn and read those samples. And then they can get a lot of data all at once, sorted through, make decisions on it, and actually further help science. My favorite one was really the exoplanet, but we're not solving world hunger with exoplanet discoveries. But what we did do was actually help with COVID and cancer research. And I believe this actually got like a Webby Award. Like it's not just a mini game within Eve, it's actually furthering science. It's not just me saying it either, there's actual evidence with it too. So that's another in-game example of players doing something within the game that actually furthers and helps the world to be a better place.
So this is where I forgot to make my point. Again, along with players and CCP, so with the citizen science stuff, the reason you have to have people do it is because computers can't, right? So if computers could identify it, they would just run things through a bot or through automation and say, "Hey computer, identify all these cancer cells or identify exoplanets or identify whatever," right? If that was possible, scientists would already be doing it because they do already do that, right? I think the big thing here too is I actually asked in E Vegas, I want to say it was 2018 or 2019. I actually asked the Project Discovery folks. I said, "Well, what's stopping people from automating this? Like, why? Like, what's stopping me from creating a bot that reads these like cancer cells and submits an answer?" And they say, "No, actually, we want you to do that." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "If you can find a way to automate this, please tell us because we will use that then. We want that automation. We wouldn't be doing this if we could automate it." And I failed to mention that there, though it's probably a good thing because telling people on a stage like, "Hey everybody, let's go botting," like is probably not a good thing to do because like botting in 99.99% of Eve is bad. Project Discovery is probably the only place. But this is something that I thought was really interesting with talking to the Project Discovery folks, is that if you can find a way to automate it, that's the goal, right? Because then you don't have to use human resources. That sounds like HR, but it means you don't like humans as like manpower or man hours. And I failed to mention that here, but I was like, fuck, dude, like I wrote it all capital letters in my stupid ass presentation and then I didn't talk about it. Okay. The computer learning from us doing the samples. I mean, that's true too, Apex, yeah. That's a good point. Um, a lot of what up Harlock? Okay, this is how AI is trained on image recognition. It is. The problem is that you have to have it be almost perfect, right? Because what you don't want to have happen, right? Like if you fail to recognize an exoplanet, okay, that's not a big deal, right? Like nobody's dying. But if you fail to like identify like cancer cells, right? Like that could be somebody's life on the line, right? Like, hey, we didn't identify this cancer early enough. Therefore, we didn't catch it soon enough, and now you die because the cancer developed way past. And so that's where it has to be like really, really good. And so it's not just like I say AI, it has to be really, really sophisticated, like machine learning and AI and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna mute again.
Now, I'm going to use more in-game examples, but these are truly player-driven. So both Project Discovery and Plex for Good are decisions made by CCP. These are all decisions made by players, right? So we have Sino Vigils, the firework events, so on and so forth. You'll see this big giant red blob. That's actually a picture from Dirk Statiel for the Anominate Memorial. Players really do things in the game that don't impact the game, but affect things so much they break the game. So you'll see on this map, I don't know if you guys use the old map. This is the old map. When you have Sinos lit, it breaks the borders of the game. Now, CCP could go in and edit their game to say, hey, that's kind of unreasonable. We shouldn't allow that, right? Because you really can't see anything else there, right? You're not making decisions based on that. But instead, they allow it because players are doing in-game actions that don't really impact the game, but really show who they are as people.
My favorite part of this talk was given before they said that they were going to change the map. And there was a huge discussion in the CCP partner Discord about CCP needs to keep this, right? Like they need to keep something like this. Like we want to show, like if you take that picture, right, and you send it to a person who's passed, you show their family saying, "Hey, we just want to show like these are players celebrating the life of the loved one you had passed," right? I think I did talk about this, but the goal is that we as players want CCP to keep some of these things in game. Yeah, we understand it breaks. It's not quote unquote ideal, but I think it's so impactful that like that's what players aim for. Like you aim to break the game when you do a Sino Vigil, right? You want so many Sinos that it just like you can't see anywhere else in the map. Same with like the fireworks. Excuse me. Sorry, I burped there. But like with the fireworks, it's like we convinced CCP to give us Citadel launcher fireworks. Citadel firework launchers. I keep saying things backwards. I'll blame my cold. But like that's something else too. Like since when is that ever going to be useful in like anything in game related? And it's like it's not. It's really used for like out of game things that you're showing through in game actions, right? All right. No, sorry. We'll go on.
Everybody's seen firework vigils, right? So we have firework vigils, things and so far. So we actually convinced CCP to do Citadel firework launchers because
Okay, I definitely
bigger
talked about
fireworks
this
are better.
apparently.
So, but yeah, so I want to also point out, so I'm an older player. So for those who don't know, signals were actually changed at one point. So back in the day, you could put a sino on any ship you wanted, which was great if you were hunting things, not so great if you were being hunted. So CCP kind of changed the mechanics around to make sinos a little bit riskier and a little bit more commitment. And that's fine. I wasn't a fan of the change, but I get it. But they also allowed the Venture to have an industrial sino. Now you might say, okay, Interceptor, Venture, like, I don't get it. Well, the devs themselves have said, well, we know players do sino vigils. We don't want to require players to have been a player for 6 months in order to light a sino. And so they deliberately made I'll say like a game dev choice to allow for player behavior and allow the continuation of player behavior. So this seems all cool and fancy, but just know the devs actually pay attention to things like that. And I believe that's generally why like CCP allows some of these things. We're gonna go to out-of-game examples. So these are the charity drives. I talked about a lot of them. If you just kind of consolidate the numbers, it's a lot of money. And it's worth noting, so I put Shad there. So Shad's a streamer. Tons of streamers raised money, as well as, I will say, non-streamers. If you just have an alliance or a corp and you want to raise money for something, you're probably included in this, just not the total. So these numbers might seem a little big on their own, but I think together ePlayers has probably raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for charities or drives or other good initiatives that pretty much never see the light of day. And so I knew about Shad. I think I Googled some of these other ones, made sure I found some things deep in my Google Drives. But players really love coming together and raising money for charity. And I'll bring this all up. This has nothing really to do with EVE. So if you look at this, I could be sitting here talking about Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft. The thought is these are all EVE players doing things outside of the game, but we're all united under EVE. And so I always think this is like really important to call out because you see a lot of the other kind of big names. They'd always talk about St. Jude. I feel like St. Jude's really the easy one to call out, but there's more than that. And so EVE players, I will say, unite under this banner of like doing actually good things, right? This isn't like how many people did we murder, Guinness Book of World Records, you know, things like that. This is, like I said, the opposite. We're doing good for the world. We're helping the world. And then there's more. So you'll notice some of these pictures are from last Fanfest. So anybody here going to the charity dinner? Yeah. Charity dinner. Did you guys, what was it? Did you guys do like the MPSI raffle? Anybody do that? All right, if you haven't, I still think there's time, so go definitely do that. And then silent auction. So we just opened, so if you haven't done the silent auction, do that. But these are, again, are more examples of players coming together to do things. All right, we have this FanFest. FanFest is expensive, and we're still out here helping people. I believe everything within FanFest goes to the Children's Hospital. I think that's also true this year. Have you guys done your Concord pilot license? Yeah. So that's another example, right? We're just nerds coming together trying to help the world do good. And so
I was so excited because like everybody there was like, oh yeah, dude, I helped out. It was so exciting. I think some of these talks can be really boring, so I like the raising hands thing. It made me feel like people were like at least awake and they didn't like show up kind of giga hungover just to be supportive and were like sleeping in their chairs. But yeah, it's players do so freaking much. Like I did what was it? I got my pilot's license, and then they just had like a scanning machine, and they're like, how much money you want to buy stuff for? And they would just take your money. I think I showed stickers on a table because they had my stickers. The goal was you were to buy the stickers. So I ended up buying a Manic Velocity sticker, and I paid like $50. Because like that's kind of like my go-to when I give to charities is like $50. And so I was like, just charge me $50. I think we translated it to ISK, and then they just charged me ISK. So it might have been like a rough translation. But yeah, I just said charge me. We'll do it. I didn't do the MPSI raffle. I was just gonna buy a ticket, but I didn't want to accidentally win something, right? And I also, it was on Sunday, so I didn't go out Sunday, but so I gave a lot to the whole not the silent auction, the just like the pilot's license thing. So that was really cool.
I think this is probably one of my favorite things is like, yeah, we do this event and it's really fun. We get to talk to people, but really we're also kind of bettering the world. We're not just invading a country and drinking all their beer. So you laugh, but it's true, okay? And then I have some statistics. Some people like numbers, so like I think last year players outside of CCP raised about $57,000. So like I'm hoping we hit like maybe 60,000 this year. I'm a number person. I'm also American, sorry, that's US dollars, so sorry to the rest of the world. So then
I'm so savage, dude. AA for Eve, yeah. Dude, you guys think we're joking? I think when the American army goes to Iceland, they drink out all the beer. I want to say the first few big fan fests, that happened too. They would just show up and bars would run out of beer. And they were like, what the fuck, dude? What do you mean you're out of beer? How is that possible? So yeah, so that's actually a thing. That's kind of why the joke's funny. Also, yeah, Apex, you went to the MPSI raffle. That's super cool. I just wish they want to do it on a Sunday. Because I'm like, Sundays I feel like are very me. I just do whatever I want. I'm also like always hungover because I party hard on Saturday. Alright, I'm gonna mute.
talk about non-charity, right? Because you slap charity on everything, it sounds cool, but people get bored about that. Who cares about charity, right? Some people think it's a scam, etc. But there are more examples. So this top picture is for Chappie's birthday. I don't know if you guys know, Chappie was a person with terminal illness. He was like, hey, this is probably my last birthday ever. Let's go out with a bang. So he had this massive event in like a low-sec system. And everybody came out. We blew up some Titans. CCP was there. It was a ton of fun. Thankfully, I still think he's in, I believe it's called remission, but I don't think he's passed. And I think he actually has a hope of survival. But now we actually have a memorial out there for him because of the big event he wanted.
You remember that was there? Someone's stream? Yes, yeah. I want to say I went, but I might have just been watching a stream too. But yeah, I remember it kind of being a big deal, and like, I found a picture of the memorial, and like, I think he's actually doing well. I think I Googled it, and someone was like, it was like second or third hand, so I didn't want to like say, hey, he's still alive and kicking, and then be like wrong. But yeah, I think he's doing pretty well. I think like he's kind of improving. So that's good. I think he probably has like a chronic terminal illness though, so I don't know if it's hope forever. Hey Varrock, how are you? We're still watching.
He wanted to go out with a bang, and so that's what he did. Excuse me, sorry. I can't get away from the microphone. Okay. So, and then this is a Reddit post. If you guys know me, you know I don't like Reddit, but this was the only evidence I could find. So back in, I think it was either right after the pandemic or right before, CCP flew, it was right before, so CCP flew all their equipment to Vegas. If you know anything about flying with electronics, you have to pass through customs. Customs are not the nicest people in the world. So CCP was standing there like, oh no, Vegas starts tomorrow. We don't have our computers. What do we do? So that meant no streaming, no demos, nothing. And so we found out a player named Commander A's actually somehow knew somebody within the customs. And we're like, bro, like you should do it. You should message them. And he's like, well, I can't really do anything, but I can ask. And so he sent the question. He's like, hey, do you guys have anything from CCP from Iceland? And surprisingly, the next day, it all shows up. And we like to give A's credit because we think he's a god, but the reality is they probably just passed through customs. But that's an example of, right, something completely out of the game, not related to charity, but like players helping each other. And
this is a true story too. I had to like kind of downplay it because like I think A's got a lot of shit from this. Like some people were like, because then they kind of like figured out his day job and stuff. So I kind of made everything really vague. But yeah, this was A's literally like was like, oh my god, I should like make the call. And I remember him saying he's like all I did was ask. I said, hey, is there any chance this gets through? And so, like, all he did was ask the question. He didn't, like, make demands or leverage whatever he did for his day job. And sure enough, they were, like, really nice about it. They were like, oh, yeah, bro, we'll get it. And, like, CCP, yeah, it literally saved Vegas. I want to say this was the Vegas. I want to say it was when they broadcasted, was it Project Nova? I want to say they were doing, like, Project Nova or, like, something. They were doing something big that Vegas. Yeah, so that would have been Project Nova. So they needed like all these PCs for Project Nova, and they had like an area where you could sit and game. And then I think they do like the little tournaments, or maybe that was 2019 might have been the tournament. But they do like all these event stuff. And it was one of those things where it was like, oh my god, they did not prepare for their computers to get over here in time. Right? Because like, I don't know if you guys know, when you pass through customs with a large amount of a certain thing, they have to make sure, one, it's legitimate, but two, you're not going to resell it. So CCP could have been bringing stuff over to sell. That happens a lot, right? Because like if you're gonna bring something over as a business and try to sell it, right? It looks super shady. So like if I bring like I brought Panda like perfume when I went and saw her. If I brought 20 perfumes, they probably would have flagged it and not let me bring them in or charge me money. But I brought her like one, so it was okay, right? But yeah, it's one of those things, and like Commander A's got a lot of shit from some people, but like he got a lot of credit too, and he deserved the credit. I don't know why people give each other shit. It's kind of weird. But he definitely deserved the credit for like helping CCP. It was a super cool story.
Impacting the world, right? So Vegas went off without a hitch. I think I remember it's Vegas, but it was a lot of fun. So that's another example. And then I bring up our good friend Akaroth. So his mother was actually going to fly out, but she got super sick, so she's staying home. But Akaroth was again a friend who's passed. We've done memorials, but a lot of times when these players pass, it's really sudden, and they don't have I'll say like support in a way that helps their family. And so we'll do GoFundMes. So it's like saying, hey, I knew your spouse, partner, family member, and I was friends with them. Let me give money so that you can help establish their estate or take care of the pets remaining or things of that nature. And so a lot of times these don't get as much publicity as it would a charity, but it really helps those families. And I will say, I don't know how close you guys are to your families. Some people don't realize how big the EVE community is. So if you have a loved one that's passed and then you just look at a GoFundMe and you see hundreds, if not thousands of nerds coming in and saying, hey, I knew them, I'm really sorry for your loss, that's super impactful to a person who is in mourning. And I get it, grieving is never easy. It won't ever be easy. But sometimes realizing that you're a family member or you're like the loved one in your life had an impact on the world means so much. I gotta breathe, okay. But
I was kind of getting emotional there, so like, cause like I do think that means a lot, right? And I think we are never alone. Yeah, praise Akaroth. Both Valimir said it. No, Alex said it, and then Apex did it. But yeah, Akaroth was like nice to everybody. I don't think there was like anybody in Eve who disliked Akaroth. But I think it shows a lot too of like, you ever have it where like I always think like parents gonna make you cry. I know. I'm really sick, so I don't have to worry about that. Cause like I'm like too sick to cry. It's kind of terrible. Tina, don't do. She's pawing at. Do you want the window? She's pawing at the window. Okay. But I think it means a lot to families, right? When you say like every parent likes to think their child was a good child, right? Like you would hope, like one, you're a good parent. Two, you raise some good kids, right? No one's secretly a serial killer or whatever. But I think it means a lot to families to know that like their child had an impact on the world and their child had friends who genuinely cared about them, right? Like, you ever have it where, you know those people who die really old and alone? Right? Eventually you're going to be that person who dies. The feels, yeah. The feels are important, yeah. Gonna make you cry. Okay. But yeah, but you ever have those like, those people who like, they're really, really old, right? So everybody that knew them and loved them has already passed. Right? And then they pass and they have like essentially a funeral where nobody's there because it's like, one, they were so old, you know, they may not have been all the way there mentally, but two, everybody who would have been at their funeral is already dead, right? It fucking sucks, right? But I think it's one of those things where it's like, like, it feels good. I don't want to say good, but it is a nice comfort to know that like, you as a parent raised a child who had a huge impact on people and a positive impact on people, right? You don't have to have thousands of friends to have an impact, but just seeing people come together to say, hey man, I'm sorry for your loss, like that's really important for a family to feel. Like, you remember like John Bellicose? Like his mom felt so connected to the community after he passed that she comes to these meetups. Like, and you see families that do it all the time. I'm so sorry. I'm actually able to fight off tears because I'm really sick. But that's one of those things where it's like I'm really lucky that my parents know the Eve community, right? But if my parents had no idea, or maybe they were like, I don't know, kind of haters of like my gaming, they're like, why do you game all the time? Blah blah blah, what the fuck, or whatever, you know? But then if I like die in a car accident or something, and then they see all these people come out of the woodwork to be like, you know what? your daughter was a real cool person, they'd be like, oh my god, maybe there is something to this gaming. Maybe there is more to this, right? I don't know. It's a part of them still around, yeah. That kind of thing that we'll never know about. Oh, for sure. I think it happens a lot too. I think of like when my coworker died, how many of us went to her funeral, right? And I think her family knew. Like, I think her kids had said something. This might make me a little emotional. But they talked about how like their mom was always busy. She was always building a community. And then they said, well, she's died, so now her community is coming to help us out. And it was one of those things like these kids were like they were older than 5, younger than 13, right? But they realized like, hey, like if you're a good person and you do good things, right? People will be there for each other. That's part of building a community and having like the social network and just kind of like being there for people, right? No, stop doing crying emotes, Val. You're gonna make me cry. But that's one of those things, right? And like your thought isn't when you go out into the world to say, you know what, I need to build a community because when I die, I want something to blah blah blah. I want to have a fancy large funeral or whatever. You just say like, oh, I hope that my contribution to society is a positive one. Sorry, I'm like chewing on a cough drop. And I really hope people take that to heart because it's like it's so easy to go out into the world and be selfish. You don't have to be evil or bad, but you can be selfish, right? Like you don't look out for other people, you don't help other people. It's a lot harder to put yourself out there to help other people. And I feel like one, Akaroth was like that embodiment where he always wanted to make people feel welcome and he always wanted to help other people. But two, I think we should all live our lives that way. You don't have to be everybody's best friend. It's physically impossible to be everybody's best friend. Don't stress her out if you're not everybody's best friend. But like, I don't know, you should probably try to leave every encounter saying, you know what, I tried my best, right? And I think that's really important. Like, sometimes the misunderstandings happen, or sometimes, not everybody's going to see you as the good person, right? Some people will kind of project or whatever. But like, you should at least know, like, hey, my airplane's crashing. I don't have any crazy regrets in life or whatever. Like, that should kind of like be kind of how you live your life. And that's kind of how I try to live my life. Is like, am I the nicest person ever? No. Am I the goodest person ever? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not saying that. But I know if my airplane were to go down, I'd really probably have no regrets. My only regret would be to say, like, that I don't appreciate people more, right? I'm gonna get real emotional now if I start talking about that. But that's kind of like how you should live your life. And so, that's kind of why I talk about it here and why we talk about Akaroth and why I think, like, Sinovigils are important, right? Like, I also think it's important, and I talk about this later on about grieving. Like, we all grieve in different ways. It's really easy to be like, oh, tears, right? Because, like, that's the very human reaction. But a lot of people, right, I talked to somebody and they said when they have a really bad day at work, they just go out and explode spaceships. Like, that's all they do. They're like, I either want to kill other people's spaceships or I don't mind if my spaceship dies, but I want stuff to explode. And that's how they cope with, like, the stress of life. It's like, you know what? That's valid. So, in school, one thing that really helps you feel positive is knowing that at least some of the kids will have learned something useful from you. You hope, yeah. I do have a lot of optimism with the world today with kids. I'm gonna go on a tangent, but like with my coaching stuff, I have yet to like witness any actual bullying. Like we get to sit there all day in and day out of kids like playing on their computers and gaming, and like I've never had to like reprimand the children for shit talking each other or for like using slurs. I've never had to do any of that. So either they are really really good at hiding it or they just don't do it. Um, the other thing too is we actually had a physical fight at one of our events. Two of the students got like too into their shit talk and they kind of swung at each other. I don't know if you guys ever watch videos of adults fighting. You ever watch like a road rage video or a bar fight? You ever watch where like two people start like sparring and scrambling at each other and they fall over? And you know what happens when they fall over, right? Like the first person up usually has the upper hand, right? And they start beating into each other. Well, when I watched these kids fall, there was none of that. There was none of that, hey, let's get up and continue fighting. They just got up and were like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? And like a third kid stepped in. He was like, yo, you guys need to stop. Right? And like, that gives me so much hope, dude. I was so used to watching World Star videos of like full grown ass adults beating the shit out of each other. Like watching kids, and like, I'll say they were teenagers. They were like little. So, but they were teenagers. And they like swung at each other. And then they were like, yo, man, like, kind of like, what the fuck are we doing? Right? There's probably some animosity still between them. But, like, it was one of those things of, like, I have so much hope for the kids. All right, you guys ready? We're going to go back. No more. Okay, everybody, freshen up. We're good.
But these are a lot of examples, right? So I've been going on and on about what Eve players are doing. And you're like, wow, Rain, this is all Googleable because everybody has Google, right? We all got TikTok on our phones or something. So now I'm going to go to what can you do? So, right? So you're a player. You're like, this is super cool. How can I get involved? So there are a lot of things you can do. So this is going to be from the perspective of you as an individual, you helping, you actually running your own event. So this is Amy O'Mia. So she's actually here streaming. But I Googled Eve Online Charity. Her name comes up, right? She hosted a big charity event. And then same with Skip the Pickle. And then also we have Able Gamers, who I mentioned before. But these are various ways that you as a player can go in and help and participate. Now, you may not be able to do it right now today, unless you're out there buying your pilot's license, donating to the silent auction, etc. But think about this in the future. If you're like, hey, I kind of see this event, what can I do? Now, a lot of times you got to pick something you care about. My favorite thing is always telling people either gaming charities or children and animals, because if you say donate to an animal shelter, everybody loves animals. You can't tell me I'm wrong, because I've seen all those cat pictures on the Discord. So, so do not tell me people don't care about animals. But picking at something you care about or supporting something you care about. So let's say you like, I don't know, you hate cats or something. Don't pick that charity. But let's say you love like helping people with cancer. Then find those charities, find those organizations, and find those players already doing something. The second thing to do is to gamify it or to support the gamification of it. My favorite thing is always, like, if you have kill mails, you're like, oh, I'm going to drop a Titan, is you say top damage gets an in-game prize or something like that. Because that way it incentivizes everybody to shoot you, so therefore you can't hold your Titan for 30 minutes, which is really annoying. But that's a way to gamify it, right? Or you say, oh, top donator gets a prize, a handwritten letter, things of that nature. There's a ton of things you can do. You can even do it within your own alliance and corp. You can say, hey, person with the most kill mails on this big fleet battle, you know, I don't know, gets Plex or something along those lines. And so that's really the way to do it, is gamifying things. Everybody loves games. And if you tell me I'm wrong, I've seen you all doing those raffles, especially when you win the raffle and you're like, nah, don't give it to me, give it to someone else. The point is winning or getting top leaderboard of gamification. All right, and this is...
That's me, by the way. I love gamifying things. If there's something I can win, I always try to win it, and then I don't actually want the prize. I just want the glory of being my name drawn. The one thing I didn't really talk on is like the milestones. I feel like milestones would have been better, right? You start out small. This is what I should have talked about. With milestones is you always start out like kind of small and you make it bigger. So if your ultimate goal is to raise $1,000, don't start at 1,000. Start at 50 or 100, and then every like $100 or $250, you can have like milestone. I'll say like a milestone. So like at $100 you do a giveaway. At $250 you brush your teeth and drink orange juice. At $500 you shave your head. At $750 you drop a Titan, and then at $1,000 you give away like, I don't know, like a AT ship, something like that, right? So you kind of like have all these like checkpoints. So then that way people, like, it really encourages, like, that gamification helps the brain, right? Milestone rolls off the tongue by a lot better than kilometer stone. Oh my gosh. Brushing the orange. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get a tattoo, right? Like, and there's just something about it that like people love doing, right? Like, they just love like those little check boxes. You will notice, like with mine, like right now I have 305 out of $400, right, for my charity thing up there. I guarantee you somebody's either going to donate something like an even number, like a $5, a $10, maybe like a 15 or a 50, but there's also a high chance that somebody donates $95, right? Because they want that flat even 400. They want to see me get to that 400. You know what happens when it gets to 400? I bump it up to 500, right? And then you just keep going. Like, that's how you raise money for charities, right? You'll notice when I do like my stuff, every like $50 donated, I draw you a picture. Which, by the way, we're Sturm. I own Sturm pictures. But yeah, it feels like part of something and accomplish. Yes, exactly. People love that sense of like, one, that sense of community, like you belong, but two, like a hey, we did that. Not just a I, the streamer, did that, but a we did that. And milestones really help too, because people love watching. Like, if you offer to shave your head, people love that. I think we got GM Spider once to come on. He's like, yeah, if they donate 5,000 plex, I'll shave my head. We got 5,000 plex in like 5 minutes. And we were all like, are you sure 5,000? He's like, yeah, they won't do it. And we're like, and then 5 minutes later, we got it. Helps you feel that a lot. Yeah. And like, I will say, I have to convince my job to let me shave my head. I'm trying to convince my hairstylist to let me shave my eyebrows, but they do not want to see me shave my eyebrows. I don't know if I do a tattoo. Tattoo feels like a lot. But I definitely would shave my head. I feel like that's a good one to do. I just have to figure out the monetary limit, and I also have to like convince my job to let me shave my head. I do have wigs, but they're all like anime wigs. Give blood for Hilmar. Oh my gosh. Good ideas. Maybe dye hair. Yeah, dyeing hair is a good one. Some people will do like dye hair purple. Men, if they have facial hair, will do like facial hair purple. Purple because it's usually like Twitch. You'll donate to hair loss. Yeah. I have like really good maintained hair. I washed it today. So it's a little thicker. But I could like honestly, I bet I could probably shave it and donate it because it's actually like pretty decently long. Yeah, it's decently long and it's also well maintained. A lot of people think you just grow hair and don't cut it to donate it, and you don't want to do that. You want like healthy hair, which involves getting it cut and trimmed. You okay, Tina? Well, why'd you jump down? Yeah. She thinks she's cold. It's kind of cold out. I had to turn on the heat. But yeah, a lot of those, like, the milestones is really critical. And then rewards. Like, I always do skins. You guys know me. I have tons of skins. Like, I literally give out skins for free. But it's like, hey, donate. I'll give you a skin or whatever, right? But yeah, we'll go on. Because, like, I cover a lot of it here.
This is more. I put free content, but I also put follow terms of service because CCP will nab you. Please don't break the rules. Oh yeah, I forgot the feet pics. That's gamification. You think I'm joking? I was streaming for like 4 hours. I said, hey, if we get like $100, I'll post feet pics. None of those feet are mine. Everybody else joined in with the feet pics. So, and we raised $500. So it's one of those things, like it seems really silly, but people do it. I think shaving the head is another one. I haven't convinced my work to let me shave my head yet.
No joke, the feet, we literally raised $500 on like a Saturday afternoon. I think someone in Twitch, yeah, that's why I have the feet emote. People love feet. You guys want to see my feet? My toes are kind of jank, but like you can see my feet. I put like, what is this, like red, pink glitter, but I think walking in the ice caves, because they're not shellacked. Oh, I don't know if you guys know what that means. So it's just a coat. So they kind of wore off walking so much and sweating so much. So that's kind of what happens. But yeah. They laugh. Yeah, the feet. They all saw it. Could you tell it took their brains like a moment? They're like, are those feet? Socks are the best to sell on your corp, Teespring. Oh my gosh. I should sell socks. Dude, I would not sell used underwear because one, I really like my underwear, but I would totally sell socks. I would wear like old socks, sell them, like get them all sweaty and icky and sell them. 100%. I wouldn't sell my shoes though. I like my shoes. But yeah, so I go into like a lot of like incentives, free stuff, etc.
Yeah, but someday I'll get there. But there's a lot of in-game things people don't want. Skins, cosmetics, Plex if you're just a Plex hoarder, things of that nature, where you can just like, hey, let's do a giveaway or something along those lines. And this doesn't have to be on a stream. It doesn't have to be for a charity. You can literally do it for anything. Like, person who gets top kills of the month or whatever in my corp gets something, right? So you can use this in any way you want, hopefully for good. That's the goal. And then you can do like non-in-game stuff. So if you ever buy from some place like Humble Bundle, they give you like 100 skin or 100 game codes. I'm still giving game codes away from like 3 years ago. So that's another thing you can do. You can say, oh, you're not an Eve player, or you don't care about Eve cosmetics. Let me just give you like these game codes, and they can either keep it or pass it along as well. So those are some pretty easy examples. I think I talked about the real life, like the feet pics. I don't know why people like feet pics. It's, I guess, the common thing, more common than we thought. Nobody wants to admit to it, right? The auctions, everybody loves bidding on auctions. I think like that's another gamification. Like instead of just buying a picture, it's like, oh, let's bid, right? Get the top donations. And then the last thing is publicity, right? So if you want your whatever cause you're going for or whatever you're doing, advertise it. That can be something as simple as like, I don't know, do the thing where you post in local every system you jump, or post it on Reddit, post it on social media, use hashtags. I would say rip tweet fleet because Twitter's no longer around, it's only X now. But you can also do the community team, right? Like the community team, so I think it's, I'm gonna get this wrong, but it's like community@ccpgames.com or community@eveonline.com. And say, hey, I'm doing this thing. And they'll put it in the community beat. The community beat's really good. You guys read it, right? Everybody reads the community beat? Okay, not as many hands. You guys don't read? Oh my gosh. I'm kidding. But that's something else you can do, right? Like, hey, we're doing this thing, or we're doing this event, or we're shooting some people. Come join us. And hopefully it works. But the community really, really likes the support. So like streamers, I feel like really connected to the streamers as a streamer. So always asking streamers, hey, can you help me with this? Or hey, can you advertise this? Or even just getting word around on your Discords. You can do that. Just be really careful. Don't click suspicious Discord links. The last point is get CCP involved. That kind of is implied with the community piece, but CCP will gladly show up and do things. If you say, hey, can you send a couple devs to either like show up to this event in game, or to like show up to this stream, or to like, I don't know, pass the donation link around the office, they will gladly do it. And CCP.
All right. Yeah, Twitter, I know, I miss Twitter, dude. Community Beat equals Tribunal, kind of. So they release it every other Friday, and it's just like things that are happening in EVE. And so it's like real life meetups. Sometimes they showcase like videos or fights or art. And so if you say like, hey CCP, I'm doing this big chair, like I'm doing Evathon. So like that's one of those things where they'll kind of like help advertise. So like, because it's sometimes really difficult staying on top of everything that happens in EVE. So like using the community beat is good. I also, you like how I roast everybody for not reading? It was at this point it's like hard to see the crowd. I could see the front row and like maybe 2 rows back, but like yeah, this is like it's really crowded at this point. But yeah, these are like a lot of good things that like a lot of people will like do all this work and then just like forget advertisement. Or they just don't understand how to do advertisement. I always say the sooner the better. Like you'll see like Rick Javix is a good example. He does like the Frigate Free for All. So like he does a lot of advertising there and you see it all over from like streamers to videos to his blog, the community beat. He gets alliances involved to see if they want to show up. And so he does a really, really good job at that. All right, we're going to keep going. I love talking about this stuff.
He's really, really supportive. I talked about that, I'll say like 5 slides back, about how CCP makes game design decisions based on player behavior. So why would they not support community-driven things? But yeah, I'll say any advertisements, probably good. And this is where if you're not an organizer, but you see something, talk about it. If you're like, hey, I don't really do anything with this, but like maybe I mention it on my show, or I talked about it to my friends, or I mention it in the fleet, that's where you can help. A little goes a long way. So if everybody did that, we'd like get the word out really, really well. And then this is the question slide. So who has the first question? Nobody? You guys have no questions. Sorry, the light's on. None of you have questions? Oh my gosh, wow, Rain, you're so good at your presentation. Yeah, thank you. You guys, okay, so normally questions I get are like how to get started, right? This is all really overwhelming. And when you look at things, you're like, I have no idea what to do. Start small. It's super simple to start small. Like, hey guys, I want you to do this thing, help me out. My friend needs help. I do that sometimes. I get a GoFundMe link and I'm like, yeah, you're my friend, I'll just post it. And I post on my Discord with like 10 people, and we all hang out and talk about it and help them, right? Start small and take it size by size. Like, you don't gotta be doing these like massive charity things or anything like that, or just throwing these like 3,000 low sec battles on accident and you drop your Titan or something. I mean, unless you want to. That can be kind of accidental. But start small and like slowly work up. Yes?
I had an idea the other day of doing an Eve desert bus where you
An Eve desert bus?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Okay, so you had an idea the other day of doing an Eve desert bus where nobody's allowed to warp.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Desert bus.
No.
It's like a charity fundraising thing where they play a game called Desert Bus where you literally like drive for hours across the desert in a straight line.
Okay, do you want the microphone?
Yeah, because there's a charity fundraiser where they play a game called Desert Bus, where you drive for like hours across the desert in a straight line, and I thought you could do that in EVE and see how long you survive.
You could. Yeah, that's kind of like, I I don't know, that's what the Alliance tournament is, right? You warp to a beacon and you can't warp off. You could definitely do that.
Slow fly.
Slow fly?
Yeah.
You can't zoomies?
No warp. No warp. Oh, no, with the
Yeah.
booster, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
But no, that would be good, right? Like, you have this event, throw it, like, you're like, hey guys, join me. You start out small. If it works, you're like, great, let's add hundreds of people. All right. Any other questions? Comments? Concerns? Yeah.
So, let's say you're trying to plan a charity event.
Yeah.
How do you go about microphone? Nice. So how do you go about getting the money to wherever it is you're trying to get it? So,
Super good question. Okay, so there's a lot of times I always recommend donating directly to the charity. So if you like do American Heart Association, right? They'll have a donate link. Now you're gonna say, okay, how do I understand how many other people are donating? So there are valid websites. My favorite's Tiltify. They take like a really small percentage, like 3%, but then the rest goes there and you can track. It's really built for streamers and YouTubers, but you don't have to do any of that to start a campaign. And so if whatever charity drive you're doing doesn't have like their own like, hey, start a team, because I think American Heart Association, you can start a team. But if they don't have that, then definitely use a website like Tiltify. I know Twitch charity is what I use, and that's just like on my page. But again, it's hard to track. Only I can see that. So I would recommend a Tiltify for sure.
got it. So these are basically just accounts where the money comes from whoever is donating,
Yes.
and then you then forward that to the
Yeah.
charity.
The good way to always know if it's legitimate is like if you get like a tax return. If they say, hey, do you want your taxes? And you're like, yes. That's kind of how you know. And Tiltify does that. I believe PayPal charity does that. I think Twitch charity does that as well, but I'm not 100%. But they should, because Twitch links to PayPal, which links to the charity itself. So, yeah. I've run into a lot of like those scam weird websites. It's not fun, but that's a good question.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. You had a question?
I had a comment to the going around.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you start flying with a few guys, and then you start posting that we are going around and doing things, and if you are in a stream, then you at some point in a gate you will find a Proteus with smart bombs that will annihilate the whole.
They'll come and smart bomb you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's part of the fun, right?
I mean, I have some friends who did it sometimes, and we had a stream. We started with small stuff. We went up to a certain place, and then one guy posted his implants, and then he got died the next moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to take care of that aspect
Yeah.
also.
And
As a small comment.
no, that's a good point too. And I think it's worth calling out that not all players will do good things the same way. So I talk about a lot like Sino vigils, and then they sorry, it's habit. But like, so Sino vigils, right? Everybody's like, oh, you show up, you shoot fireworks, light a Sino. Some people don't celebrate, don't grieve in that way, right? They will grieve in different ways. They prefer to let out their frustrations by shooting others. And I think that's okay, right? So sometimes players will do the thing where they'll show up to a Sino vigil, they'll launch bombs, and then they kind of like wait for everybody else to shoot them or something along those lines. And that, I think, is understanding and being compassionate to your fellow player for events like that. So if you say, hey, we're doing a charity event, I'm gonna go on a roam, and you get ganked, that's other people's way of like showing up and supporting. Now granted, you can assume the worst, but I don't like to do that of people. I think it's good to like say, hey, oh, they came to support us, right? Like now I have this fancy kill mail. People are gonna ask me about it. And so that's what generally will happen too. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind if you're like, really don't want, if you only want like a set thing to kind of keep in mind as a sandbox and how to prevent that.
I liked calling this out because I think a lot of people may actually attempt to grief things, but I don't think they really realize that like not griefing. These were like really good questions, especially that how to actually start. I realized I didn't include any of that, like use a Tiltify, like don't take the money for yourself. Usually it only takes like one charity drive for you to realize like, wow, I'm dealing with a lot of money. I really don't like doing this, right? It's way better to use like a Tiltify or a PayPal link or something like that. This is this desert bus. Oh my gosh, it's 4 hours. Oh my god, what? I am watching this whole thing. I'm like clicking through it. What happens at the end? Can I go here? Fuck, it rewound the whole thing. This does not look fun. I like the Eve idea better. 2 points? You turn around. Hey, Spooky, how are you? Mine one used to do the song. Yeah, you're right. The Jita runs, like the autopilot or whatever. Yeah, the solid bus, the desert bus is a good idea. That okay, man, that's wild. I could see it though. You do that, winner take all, something like that.
Comments, questions? Okay. I have my contact information here. So if you have a comment or you don't like talking in front of a stage, because I believe this is recorded. Hello, YouTube. So
It is.
Hello,
it is
YouTube.
okay. So yeah. So if you don't want to ask it in front of an audience, that's okay. I'll be here after, and then I'm also like you can just find my socials. So any other comments? You guys are maybe ready? Everybody clap. Please clap.
They're all like getting ready to clap. It was so cute. That's my talk. Do you guys like it? Oh my gosh, that was so loud. That blew out. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, hello.
What the? Okay, so this is not me. We'll close that. Let's do remove. Here, remove. Nice. I know. It was so much fun, dude. I had so much fun. All right, we have to do Teener. Nope, not Teener. Oh no, my face. I should make this bigger. It's my Rainstorm account. Was it pretty? I liked it. I literally, so like the crazy thing is that I could probably sit here and talk about all that stuff for like 4 freaking hours. So, the guy in the front row, far right, gray shirt, Damon's got a really bad ball. Is that you, Alex? Are you making fun of yourself? Don't make fun of yourself, dude. Yeah. Had humor, gave some inspiration about doing good, plus some Twitch. Yeah, the Twitch ideas are good. I like Twitch. I always think of things about Twitch. The fun thing is though is that you could literally do this for like non-Twitch, like as Eve players. Like you could literally be like which alliance is better? PanFam versus Imperium. And then you just have like you could do a Tiltify link, right? Like there's a Tiltify campaign, you have PanFam, and then you have Imperium, and people just donate, and you just see who raises more money. But at the end of the day, all the money goes to a charity. And it's like, how cool would that be? And like maybe at the end of the day, like there's like this epic shootout or something like that. Like everybody just shows up in Jita and like goes chaotic. Weaponizing nerds. Oh, for sure, SM Hobo. Welcome in. But like that's how you do it though. Like everybody, like you hear all these really negative stories about EVE Online, and it's like I'm sick of it, dude. Like EVE players do so good for each other. Like, are you kidding me? Like we actually come together, rally the troops, help each other out. It's so nice, you know. But like, yeah, that's kind of why. That was also like, I was thinking too. I was like, what should I talk about? Like, I could have stood up there and talked about like how to fly Logi, how to get into small gang PvP. You know, like I could have talked about tons of stuff, like how to stream Twitch on Twitch, you know. But I would have rather talked about that. I will say, like, the reason I pick a topic I know so much about is because, like, when I was up there, everything kind of goes out the window. Like, all my prep just kind of goes out the window, and I just have to rely on, like, my memory and all the shit that I know instinctively, right? Glad I did talk about it. Thank you. Thank you, Apex. It was fun. I'm glad a lot of you were there. My big fear is always, like, the homies don't show up, but all the homies showed up. So that was nice. And I kind of feel bad, too, because, like, I was like, oh, I'll go to everybody else's presentation because I actually can. It's like, no, you fucking can't. Like, unless I were to not eat and not do anything, I literally could not have seen all the presentations, which makes me kind of sad. Okay. Where are we going? Where should we go? This way? Where do I go through? Oh, dear. I guess I could go this way. Eve is harsh environment that makes for these communities with song camaraderie. Aside of Eve, there's still lingering perception that Eve is toxic. Oh, for sure. For sure, Varg. Varg, do you want to advertise your fashion show? You're more than welcome to do it. We're going to break Eve, by the way. This is my favorite thing to do. Oh, K3J, I forgot about it. Comments about that issue with all the presentations having conflicts and overlaps in the survey. Yeah, it's like, it kind of sucks. Like, I want to see us, like, my big thing was, like, the one presentation that I would have loved to have seen was the Alliance Tournament one. And that was held at the same time as mine. It's like, bro, what? Okay, we're going to do optimize. We did not crash our game. Okay. So K through J is the last one. We'll remove it. Remove. These right here, I think I can do. What if I remove this one? We'll remove these. Okay. Let's do optimize. Let's try optimize again. Okay, let's add Judy again. Optimize. Okay. You hear birds? Yeah. I got the window open for my cat. Dude, it's like 50 degrees in my freaking house. I hate it. I have to turn the heat on. Varug. So I'm trying to organize a Skinner fashion show and you're looking for designers. The idea being that you would do a live stream of in-game fashion displaying designer skins. Timeframe TBD. So I asked my Discord and then the Open Comms one. And I think Dirk might have a friend that might have something. Oh, this is where the old oh god. Okay, hopefully. Sponsor for the prize. Ooh, that would be good. So we got 40 jumps. I'm just gonna like mindlessly jump through things and hope I don't die. We have like the fun part is we have like a single skin in each freaking system. Levark think that was a neat idea. Oh, you think that? Oh, Apex says that's a neat idea. He likes it. Excuse me. I should probably turn this on. Is there no audio? Did I mute it? Hello? Ah, there we go. We got it. In terms of a few categories, you're going to make it pretty open as many people as possible. Don't fear the Reaper. Yeah. My little Corvette. He's doing his best. He's struggling along. We'll go get some skins. But yeah, that was my presentation. I want to do more. I'm going to the Final Fantasy meetup in September in Vegas, and now I want to do like a Vegas talk for Final Fantasy, which like I don't think their community is as good as ours, but I still kind of want to do a talk. It'd be more about mechanics of gaming and stuff. Or how you could organize the whole thing. You hear Chaos has some experience in doing things. Yeah, I met Chaos at Fanfest too. He's super chill. I like him. I feel like most of the people I met were super chill. I don't think I met anybody I didn't really like. Yeah, it was all good. A lot of fun. Do any Skinner, your Varog in game or poke you? So if I do like Varog, there's 80 people with the name Varog. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I got your name. God, I love the search feature. Is it this button? Character. Exact. Here you are. This is Vara. Kitchen sinkhole. Kitchen sinkhole's been around for 5 years? Or is it just that corp? There's a lot of you beware intimidation. Imitation. I can't spell. DKVC. Okay, I got you. So this is Varog. So if you're interested in doing the skin stuff, let him know. What, Tina?
Warp drive active.
You wanna fight? I beat you up. Uh-huh. I don't know if I have any. I don't think I did. Didn't you ask me that last time? I have procure skins for myself. I don't think I have any out there because I haven't gotten any new ones. Oh, by the way, okay, so there's a lot of games coming out end of May and June. Let me tell you guys my plans. So there's a game coming out called Unlighted. It's coming out in June. I'm going to take the day off and stream it. I backed that game on Kickstarter. It's a really fun freaking game. First time ask. Do an industrial section on the fashion show for the Procure. Maybe somebody else asked, because I definitely remember searching Procure. Because I do have the I have all the ships. No skins. Oh god, I'm gonna get smart bombed, aren't I?
Warp drive active.
But yeah, so at some point, I'm gonna take the day off and play Unlighted. I'll probably play it a couple times, honestly. They sent me a coffee cup, which I've yet to unpack. So I'm super excited about that. It's gonna suck if it somehow got destroyed. They're from Spain, so it's gonna suck if it got destroyed, but we're gonna get some coffee for that. Tina's birthday. I got an email from the vet saying her birthday was coming up. It's on June 13th. So I might do a Tina stream on the 13th. I don't really know what that looks like. Yeah, what's wrong? She loves playing with me. Blaster just started flying one 4 days ago. Nice, nice. But we're gonna do a Tina stream. It'll probably be an IRL stream. I'm hoping to I'll probably clear some space out and then put boxes around in my apartment. I kind of hilariously want to get her, I kind of want to get her, cat wine and drink with her. They have cat wine. I think what it is just, catnip flavored, water for the cat. So, I kind of want to do that with her. Dune is coming out. I've played the Dune beta. I liked the Dune beta. Tuxedo outfit. Keep it out for code. Oh, yeah. For the Procure. What's wrong, baby? Yeah. I don't really know, what else I can do with Tina besides, sit on the floor and play with her, which, you'll notice she gets real bored at. You want up? You can get up. Come here. Come here. We got music. Hell yeah, brother.
Warp drive active.
Here's my wiener. A little neener. I'll sing. I can sing to her too. I can sing happy birthday to her. I'll get her some wet food that'll probably make her sick. Catnip growing behind your shed? Hell yeah. Do you have cats that come out and hang out? Like strays? Speaking of pets, I'm kind of worried about my hermit crab. He's burrowed super deep, I think. He already molted, so I don't think he's molting. So hopefully he's not stressed. I've been gone. So I think he's stressed. Kiki, you can't eat that. That icky. No, that icky. You know better. No. You can't eat that. Where am I? Oh, am I jumping? Yeah, I don't know. My, seeing the pets is important. Exactly. But, he, where is this? Yeah, so he's been burrowed. So, I've been away, obviously, for, a week, week and a half, back for a week, gone a week. But I did see him come up. Oh, yeah, I was really annoyed at Fanfest. My mom, so it turns out, apparently he was digging under his water bowls and bumping them. Well, I can't find him. I saw at one point he came up above. It was covered in sand because obviously he was burrowed. But like I gave water yesterday and it was all gone. So then I started taking the water bowl out and I'm like, well, is it dirty or moldy or whatever? Because like that's the thing when like they spill the water and like and you gotta like make sure it's like the mold is really really dangerous to them. Any sort of like mold or bacteria in their pen will like kill them. He's kind of dumb. He'll just eat it. So like how humans are like, oh, it's moldy food and they just don't eat it. Hermit crabs don't have that. So I'm like kind of worried about that. Well, now I can't find him. So I took the bowl out. I kind of like made sure there was a spot that like food had fallen out. It was getting bad because it was like it's quote unquote too humid. You're supposed to keep the humidity between 70 and 80 to avoid, because if it's humid, the food molds faster. Well, it's over 80, so I left the top off overnight, and then it was like down to the 70s. So I was like, okay, that's good. Put the top back on. Now it's fucking over 80 again. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm guessing he's probably like not enjoying sitting out where it's like too moist. They also say you gotta be real careful with the sand. So like when I move stuff, I gotta be real careful because if he has tunnels, it could crush him. I'm afraid that's what happened to my very first hermit crab because I didn't realize he was hiding under the bowl. So when I was like fixing the bowl, I'm afraid it like crushed the tunnel he was in. The good news is I know he's not molting, so I don't have to worry about him molting. The only reason I know he's not molting is because he literally just molted. So like, that's kind of the nice perk. But I gotta be real careful with him. Let's do add waypoint. Fuck, are you kidding me? That's so far. We're going through Sindaya? Okay, actually this might be good. So I think Sindaya, we have skins in Sindaya, don't we? Oh, there must have been a structure that got destroyed. Zendaya, no, Zendaya. Yo, dude, I hope her and Tom get married and he just calls himself Tom instead of Tom Holland. I like Zendaya though. Yeah. Oh yeah. So events in June. In May, I might get the chance to stream on the 28th on a publisher's channel. That's TBD. Not really certain. Your 5 chickens are pretty easy to manage. You're aware that you have a rat accessing their coop. You need to work out where he's coming from. Don't chickens just kill rats though? I'm getting pings. Yeah. Yeah, Tina's okay. I'm really worried about her food though. I did get a notification. Let me see. That some of her food is back in stock. I don't think I can access the email right now. I have to do it later. And I'm hoping it is, but like, yeah, I don't know if it actually is. That's my only fear. I'm gonna close this for now. The other thing is, what else do I have going on? Oh, it's Memorial Day next week, Monday. So I have a 3-day weekend this weekend, which is actually kind of exciting. I just realized, holy shit, 3-day weekend. So I'll probably be streaming like all day on the 26th is my goal. I'm still working my way through Coral Island. So I will be playing that both on stream and off stream. I want to be playing more long weekend. Hell yeah, dude. I want to be playing more Final Fantasy 11 and then Eve. Right? Like they're like my 2 consistent games and I like barely stream them. So I want to keep doing that. And then I want to do I got this game called Mother Hub. So I want to play that. There's this indie dev, he makes games all by himself. And so I want to stream his games. He reached out to me, he says this is like a retro Dead Space type game. And I was like, ooh, hell yeah. Sign me the fuck up. So I will be playing that. I was saying I wasn't a huge Dune fan. I did have fun playing the beta, but like, I had no PvP. I have no idea what endgame is like. The game itself is like, God, what is it, like $60? What, baby? Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if I want to buy that and like join the hype. I went through and I was trying to make whatchamacallit, some like highlights and clips. Speaking of, you guys should like highlight and clip me whenever you can, because that's good for my social media. Otherwise, I have to do it afterwards. There's a lot that goes into streaming, and clipping is one of them. If you guys are like, haha, that was funny, you just hit the clip button, click apply, and it makes it, and then I can do editing. I just have to kind of know where it's at, you know? You enjoyed the beta too, but you agree with your opinion about it, unfortunately. It seems like it should have potential, but don't know. Yeah, I agree, Apex. I wonder too, of like, yeah, I just don't know. I feel like I could probably research it, but I don't really like want to spend my time researching a game when I have so many games on my backlog. There's a lot of games that are coming out, and I have huge backlog. There's a game called Voyagers that I was playing, and I've been like working kind of with the devs, like giving them feedback, and it's super fun. Kiki, I'm gonna give you kisses. Being a brat. I don't know, I wanted to put her down, and I was like, why should I put her down? She's doing fine. I'm just clicking jump. Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing? I put my face right next to her. She bumped off of me, dude. It's kind of cute. I think I'm kind of worried. She turns 9, but I want to do a big birthday stream for her. I do birthday streams for myself. I never do them for her. You know, some low-key gaming news. You know the game Bolt Gun? It's a Doom like 40k game. With the lead dev's wife, and she slipped that he's working on Bolt Gun 2. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. I've not played that game. I really hope you guys never see my desk. Here's my cup. What you can't see right here are all like the Kleenexes that I have. I say Kleenexes. I'm actually using toilet paper. I've gone through 3 rolls of toilet paper, blowing my nose. The only thing saving my nose from being chapped is Vicks. Has Vaseline in it. And I've been rubbing that all over my face. For a while I couldn't smell too, so like there was that. Kind of gross. It's probably gross. Probably too TMI. But yeah. Got a lot of crap. I do have a lot of crap on my desk. Tina's trying to eat a string cheese wrapper, which the hilariously, the grocery delivery my mom had, clip. Oh my gosh. Did you just clip that for me, Tiger? Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that. Dying from allergies, I know. I thankfully don't have allergies. I mean, I should say I do, but I'm also on so many allergy medications. I'm definitely suffering from a cold. But I will say I am glad I got sick after Fanfest rather than before. Flying with like your ear all messed up sucks. I did a neti pot. I don't know if that's gonna kill me. If I die to some brainworm, it's because I used a neti pot, which it shouldn't have a brainworm, because I used that salt solution they give you, and I used distilled water. So, to rearranging your room this weekend, not looking forward, but you don't like how it's set up right now. That's a mood. I should rearrange my room, my office. I'm kind of annoyed because I have like this slow collection of boxes building up, like a doofus. So like, I kind of need to fix it. Brainworms are in this year though. Me and my emotional support brainworm. Yeah. I'm kind of secretly hoping that I didn't get COVID. I'm glad my tests were negative. Because I'm kind of scared of long COVID, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that shit fucks you up. And there's no way to prevent it. Vaccines don't protect you. But like, I felt real good when I was first getting sick. I was like, holy shit. Is this what a normal cold is to people? I'm like, I just have a headache and a dry cough. So that's what made me think COVID. So I'm at like 6 COVID vaccines. I've had it twice, I'm pretty sure. I know once for sure. Second time was a guess. But yeah, it's like, hell yeah, dude. I totally understand now why people are like, wow, this cold's no big deal. Because if that's what I had 2 weeks ago Wednesday, I totally get it. But then like Sunday through now, I've been miserable. Just so much sinus pressure, coughing. I cough like, no longer a dry cough. I cough like I'm trying to get shit out of my throat, which sucks. I think that's Skyhawk. Hi, Skyhawk. But yeah. I need to rearrange this room. I got the boxes I kept from Christmas, and now it's like, maybe I should just put them in storage or recycle them. Hey, don't eat that. That icky. No. No. You didn't get sick off your past few flight vacation? Yeah, it's probably real good. And the mask does work. Hey! Kiki. I'm gonna clean that. She does this thing where she pukes, and then she tries to eat again. It's like she's a fucking dog. Ugh, it's so gross. You know when it's like wet and nasty? So gross. I had to take out the trash this weekend. Ooh. Lucky you managed to get through a black hole, pandemic with barely a sniffle. A little gym factories every day give you a strong immune system. Oh my gosh. 3 years ago you have COVID so bad you could walk into a hard bond and not be able to smell a thing. Yeah. COVID's no fucking joke. But like being sick often doesn't help your immune system. That just helps you from like the same disease. So like if you're always getting colds, that helps your immune system against the cold, assuming it hasn't evolved a lot. Puke's got them vitamins. No, I'll give her fresh food. But she's puking more because she's not eating food. She's eating food she's allergic to. I either let her starve or I have her eat stuff she's allergic to. It sucks. That's not a Skyhawk. I found a friend. I found a new friend. So I'm like really salty because they're like, oh, we just don't have the food. I'm like, how the fuck do you not have the food? Just saying they always eat. I know. Pets are weird. You did not smell a thing? Yeah. But yeah, oh, I was saying like a lot of people don't understand that like your immune system's not a muscle. Right? What the fuck? Am I gonna die? Some of these guys are blue, some are new. What the fuck? Yeah, these are red they're not shooting each other. They're all on the same side. That's fucked up. Yeah. Confused. Instantly. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this? Instantly, dude. Instantly. I survived. This is why you take some of your skills to 5. I survived by, like, some of my skills being at 5. Bro, what the fuck? This is high sec. I am an enemy of Edencom. No way, I should be allied to Edencom because I shoot trigs. Right? Oh, that's the gate cam screw over trig invasion people. Oh, I got you. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is fucked up, dude. I hate this game. Bro, imagine being a new player. Which side sets it up? Yeah, I have no idea. Do you hear that? They literally locked me or were trying to shoot me while I was in jump. Oh my god, dude. I'm so fucking dead. I'm so dead. Fuck it. We have a station here. There's nothing in my frig. Look, they killed me, dude. Oh, that's Aegis. That's what killed the other guy. Yeah, we're getting ganked by NPCs. 57 damage. I'll share it. Bro, that's so fucked up. New fact war corruption is confused the crap out of new bros. Yeah, dude. I'm so confused. Since when do they insta-lock you? Should we avoid those systems? I feel like we should avoid those systems. Do we go back through them? We do! No, Tanu? Where do we die in? Sasta! Okay, hold on. Tanu, Sasta, Jark. Okay, let's do avoid Jark. Avoid Sasta. Okay, we made it. Oh no, dude, we have to go through the scary system. That added so many jumps, team. We're so fucked. This was high set. This is high set, yes. Yeah. I don't like... I mean, I wouldn't mind the NPCs, but the fact that they insta-war... Like, insta-shoot you, like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You have to go through them, or Abazon. I do have to go through Abazon. So wait. Are any of these systems safe? Oh shit, I do have to go through Omar. You have no trouble in the systems? You probably have good standing to them. Positive standing to Triggs and Edom. Yeah, how do you fix those? Heaven forbid a girl make money, you know? The NPCs are Jarks. Insta-lockers. That's a terrible joke. Shut up. Alright, here we go.
Warp drive active.
Maybe we do... Hold up. Where's this system? Podion? Whew. We could definitely try, then where's Jita? So it's 9 jumps to Thera, 10 jumps to Jita. Maybe we do that. Maybe we go through Thera. Thought it was something new. No, dude, I just went to Trick Space and made money. Apparently that means I'm no longer safe to doing anything in high sec. I might have to do some of these for, whatchamacallit. What was I saying? Oh, asset safety. Might have to pay for some of these. This is gonna be real spooky though, going out into all these like really, really low sec systems. What's this system? Futz Chag. Such a fucked up name. Hey, do bore my Corvette. Okay, so there's nothing. Oh wait, there is. Oh wow. I should probably I have a stork here. How do I do this? I just do this? 14 mil, okay. Do I not have the Vexor Quaif? I actually might want to redeem this. Oh, I do have it. Okay. That's a really rare skin, BT dubs. I'm kind of nervous. Do I just like turn off my stream so you guys don't kill me? Let's put that there. Then let's do remove Berta. I think Berta is what we use for Redemption Road. Yeah. I'm surprised I don't have stuff there. Keep your bow, log back in and gank me. MG. Oh, well, what I might do is do Poidon. And then I might try... What, baby? Yeah? What's wrong? You're just meowing. I might try Thera. Like, even if I gotta go a few extra jumps, I don't mind. If it means I don't die to stupid-ass NPCs. Because I'm not really, like, fit to survive NPCs. Bio. Have a good look at this fucking idiot. Dude, that's so fucking funny. What up, Rodney? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Oh my gosh. Let's do slash shout. Oops. Shout out. Let me see if I spell your name right. Rodney me. Alright, if you guys aren't already following, go give Rodney a follow. How was your stream, dude? And welcome in. I'm Rain. I'm kind of sick right now, so I kind of sound sick. I stream EVE Online, but I'm really a variety streamer. I stream a lot of like cozy games, horror games, indie games. Pretty much anything, as long as it's not like a racing game or a roguelike game, I'll play it. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm kind of obsessed in EVE Online with skins. So what we're doing right now is going around and getting skins. We've died already. We were like rudely ganked by what's called an NPC. They are very rude, because heaven forbid a girl goes out and makes freaking isk by like vibing with the Triglavians or whatever. Did I shoot Triglavians? I think I shot Triglavians. Okay, no, I'm positive those are the Triglavians. I'm negative to Eden Com. So, oh my gosh. So what happens? She can't drive? What? Yeah, so we're running around collecting skins. I usually do like skin giveaways, especially like for the holidays and stuff. What do you mean? Yeah. What's wrong, baby girl? I think at some point I'll probably stop here and go get some tea. Rogue Drones and Poshvin will fix that. Keep your trig standing. Ooh, will it? I love killing Rogue Drones. I've killed so many. Kill Rogue Drones to boost both. Okay, maybe that's what I do. Should we do... I'll stream that sometime. Wait. Can I solo that, though? Varrock and Apex? Yeah, that's Tina. Do you guys want to see Tina? I have her face on this cup. It's kind of like dark. I got a bigger... It also says Meowdy. It's my favorite saying. But wait, can I solo kill Rogue Drones? Or do I have to have, like, a group? You can do it in an assault frigate? Okay, maybe that's what I do. A Corm. Ooh, a Corm with railguns? Okay. I'll look at some fits. Meowdy, what up, Liara? How are you? Good morning, I think? Maybe afternoon. Maybe we'll stream that sometime. I'll call it like the forced to do PvE, just so I can PvP stream. It'll be fun. Meowing? Yes, hell yeah. Go for incipient drone swarms. Okay. Incipient spawn, kill one drone and leave. They don't activate until one dies. So do I kill one and then I wait for the tick and then I go kill another one? Wait for standing hit, do it again. Okay, okay. I gotcha. Alright. This guy's name is Scouts. Ammo supply. I'm full of love. Interesting. I got it. Okay. I will probably mess it all up and totally forget when I go again. But I will stream it, so you guys can remind me. Do you want to fight? My little baby. I beat you up. Come here. I think she thinks when I say I want to fight, it's like me say I love you, you know? I say it to her all the time. Sometimes I think she wants to do zoomies, but I'm big and I can't do zoomies, and when I try to do zoomies, she gets scared, and then she leads me to the kitchen. She's real smart. You can get up. Do you want up? Do you want back here? I bet everybody on chat would love to see you get up back there. Alright. I'm assuming Rodney raided and dipped, which is totally fair, because that's what I do when I raid. I get it. Okay. We're gonna dock here. Local's really busy, so we gotta stay docked to be hidden. That's sarcasm, by the way. I'm the only person on local. Sometimes the site will spawn a capital drone worth good standing, but takes ages to kill. Well, if I'm gonna use an assault frigate, I would assume it takes ages to kill. Can I do the whole site in my assault frigate? Is it Rodney from Japan? Oh, are they? I had no idea. Ni hao, Rodney. Wait. Konnichiwa, Rodney. That was totally, I did not mean to say ni hao. I totally thought I was saying konnichiwa in my head. I don't really know Japanese besides anime phrases. He isn't Japanese? What the? I'm getting mixed messages. Next you're gonna be like, he's German. I'm gonna say like Guten Tag or something like that. I don't even fucking know German. Not a Bach. Ronnie lives in Japan. Oh, he's from the US. Okay. What a baka. No! Bro, I don't know this weeb speak, okay? Oh, right here. Oh my god. 93? This is gonna be so expensive. Oh, it's also 14. Should I put all this in here? I mean, I'm going back to Jita, right? Might as well. Okay. We're gonna go get some more tea. You guys tell me more about Rodney. Come on, Teener. Let's go. He probably got ads when he joined. He's like, fuck ads, and then he left. See, it's like 85 freaking... Oh, wait, that's not degrees. That's humidity. It is 72 degrees with my hermit crab. I'm really worried that, like, me shifting stuff around crushed his tunnels. That's, like, the biggest, scariest thing for hermit crabs. You can't, like... I can't, like, pat the sand. Because if I crush a tunnel, he could be stuck down there and suffocate. I shouldn't even say he could be stuck down there. Maybe not, because he's, like, kind of active. I don't know. I'm trying to say I'm less worried, because if he was molting, it would be a little bit different. Okay. So, sorry, I had to mute my mic because I was rinsing out my coffee pot. I'm a frugal person, so I make tea in my coffee pot. I literally don't use coffee filters. I put the tea bag in the little thing, and I run it. I like my coffee pot, but it's not like my old one, which had like a warmer or a heater thing. So I put some lemon juice in. Ooh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I almost spilled that honey everywhere. And then I got some rainforest honey from Australia. From the Daintree rainforest. The largest wait, is it the largest or I think it's the oldest. Oldest rainforest in the world. Super pretty. Also super hot. It is of course a rainforest. Kiki, what you want treats? Do you want some honey? I'm pretty sure you're a cat. You can't eat honey. No, Kiki, don't run. I showed it to her and she got mad. Do you want treats? Okay, you can't puke these ones up, okay? She gets so excited. She does a little run. The only time I see her do the run, besides treats, by the way, is when I go to the bathroom. I'll go to the bathroom and be like, Tina, you want to go potty? And she comes running into the bathroom. She loves going to the bathroom with me. When I sleep in on the weekend, she gets mad. She has to go to the bathroom and go by herself. And then she comes back in the bedroom. And she's like screaming at me. She's such a brat. Okay, hold on. I'm like boomer momming it up. Okay. What up, LB? Welcome in. How's the mustache? Some IRL stuff to do? Okay, that's totally fine. I get it. As good as it ever was, I guess. The best one in Eve. LB, see, LB could do a charity thing where he like offers to shave his mustache. So this is worth a lot. Let me see. Look, what do? I do view market details. So these are sold to NPCs. I can literally. We're going. Fuck. I somehow fucked up my market window. Okay, we're going. You guys ready? No, never. What if we do raise money so he doesn't shave his mustache? And you have to raise a certain amount of money by a certain amount of time, or he shaves it. What if we do that? Good dude, love watching the combined fleets with Mr. Unlucky. Time to make some bank. Yeah, we're gonna go make some money. Num 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 num. Maybe put too much lemon juice in there. Like the Save the Stash. Save the Stash event. There you go. That's a good name. In the same corp. They're with, is it Horde or Fraternity? I forget. I know Mr. Unlucky was with one and then went to the other. Team, I'm getting broke, dude. I keep feeding on those open comms rooms. Horde. Okay. I gotcha. What, baby girl? Did you eat all your treats that fast, or did you leave because I left? She loves talking to me. I think she's getting used to, like, not pissing me off. She's been real good about it. Okay, so we are here. So we do location dock. drive active. Man, man, man. Alright. She's running around. What are you doing? What are you doing? How does, do you guys know how YouTube works? So, like, on Twitch, you can follow me and, like, have a notification for when I go live. Does YouTube have that or not really? Because you gotta go? Alright. Take care, Varog. Thanks for stopping by. I'll keep helping brainstorm for your event, dude. Excuse me. So you can, like, follow YouTube and have it tell you if somebody goes with a live stream. It sucks most of the... Oh, that fucking sucks then. A new voiceover for Aura? Should I make it, like, really condescending? That's totally what I would do, by the way. Let's make it super condescending.
Docking permission requested.
Docking request accepted. I don't know why I'm not
Request accepted.
docking, yeah. Super fun. I feel like CCP could do a lot if they just had, like, voiceovers and, like, had people make them or pay for them or whatever, right? Make Aura totally Gen Z brain rot. Yo, no, no cap. Docking request accepted, no cap. For real, for real. So what I do here is that I click sell, and I do immediate, and you'll see it's right, like it's to the traders, and I do sell. These have no other purpose besides being sold to NPCs. It's a way of like creating value, while not just directly giving you money. So we're gonna close that. We'll close that. I have no items, no ships. This bothers me, like, oh, it doesn't show my ship because it's there. Okay, I'm dumb. Look, dude, I just pay taxes, okay? My favorite thing, so whenever I do D&D, you guys are gonna laugh at me. Whenever I do D&D, it's an anathema. That's what, the T2 Amar Explosive? Yeah. Whenever I do D&D and it's like, oh, your character needs an accent, I give them a Valley Girl accent. The only voice I can do without, like, ever hearing it is a Valley Girl accent. Which is weird, because I definitely am not a Valley Girl. Like, I grew up in the Midwest. But, like, I'm really bad at other accents. Like, I can't really do, like, a British accent, or an Australian accent, or a Jamaican accent. I can't really do, like not even, like, Minnesotan accent, or a Canadian accent, without, like, hearing it. I have to hear it, otherwise it just sounds like I probably have, like, a speech impediment. And so, but the only one I can do is, like, a Valley Girl. So, like, it's really funny, because I transition, all my D&D group loves it, because they'll be, like, doing, like, Russian accents and, like, Southern accents, and then there's me being like, oh my god, you guys, we have to go and save the world. It's so funny. Like, my current character is, like, a champion fighter, and so all I do is beat the shit out of things, and, like, it's actually really fun. I really love role-playing my character. And, like, did I tell you guys the drama that kind of happened? So, like, so we have there's 3 other guys plus the DM. And so the 3 guys is, like, one of them is, like, I don't even know, like, their races. One of them is, like, a dual wielder. He just recently joined the party. Another one is, he's a dark elf, like a drow. And I think he's, like, a rogue. And then the last one's kind of like this rogue magic guy. But it's really, really funny because all the dudes teamed up at the hotel because we all got our own rooms. So they all went to the one guy's room. He's like, hey guys, I need you to help me fake my death. And they're like, bro, why? He's like, I'm a wanted criminal. And so anyway, the long story short is me and the DM are sitting there and I'm so it's like metagaming, right? Like I know knowledge as a player, but not as my character. So what had happened was they went out, they found a homeless halfling, they killed him, and burned his body, and used that to turn into the bounty. So then our one character, his name is Gaston, it's really funny. So then Gaston can now function with the party and not be, like, have a bounty on him. And it's also really funny, because, like, his, like, NPC love interest was a woman named Belle, and we were all like, okay, that makes sense. And then, yeah, it's, the story and, like, some of the, like, the lore references are actually really funny. But now, my character, who is, I wouldn't say good, but she's probably pretty lawful, and, like, the best way in the sense, like, she doesn't try to, like, you know, stir the pot or whatever. But she's figured out that one of the characters is lying to her because they've hidden that. So she would be like, okay, what'd you guys do all day? And so then the guys were like, oh, we have to lie. And so the DM's like, you gotta roll deception. So then I had to roll perception, which my perception's not good. And so like they kind of like fucked up. And so and then like me and the DM are talking. So none of them I don't think watch my streams. Hopefully they don't know this. But like me and the DM are talking, and he's like, would your character leave if she found out what they did? And I'm like, you know what, at first like I was thinking yes, but then I'm like, no. My character's a warrior. She has fought battles with these people. She felt a connection to them, so she would feel betrayal. But what she would do is say she cannot walk away from a crime so heinous that she would actually go to like the NPC they're working with and tell him. And like she'd snitch him out. Like she'd rat him out. And then she'd probably like go home and not deal with them, right? Because she doesn't want to function with like a bunch of like bandits and lowlives, right? Because that was probably the most heinous we've done. There was one time where one of the guys threw a fireball and it killed a civilian, but we were like, it was like in the heat of battle. So it was kind of one of those like, oh, it's an accident sort of thing, even though like we as players know it wasn't, you know? But it's really, really fun. Our next D&D group's in June, so like, I keep looking, my calendars are over here, so I always look at my calendars. Steam Next Fest. So Steam's gonna have their Next Fest event. I'm gonna play probably the Unlighted demo. I have a LAN party token, so that should be fun. I like did LAN parties back in the day.
Docking permission requested.
And then I might try some other demos, but I'm also kind of iffy because I don't want to just play demos. Like I kind of want to play the games I have.
Accepted.
There must be a car outside. Are you okay? Hey. Hold on a second, team. What's wrong? What's wrong? Your tail got a little floofy there. What's wrong? It's okay. It's okay. I think she got a little scared. Oh, and then I'm gonna use crowd control again. I really like crowd control. What the fuck? That's what I'm saying, Tina. I'm losing all this money, dude, just doing this. Bro, look at all these accelerators I could have had. Obi, hell yeah. What up, Tamber? How are you? Oop. Oh, I go to pet her. She runs, stops, and licks where I pet her. You brat. You being a brat. I got big bubble wrap things, too. She's liking that. Okay, but yeah, sorry. Let me go on. But yeah, I'm excited for the D&D group because I'm going to try and make another character. The DM made a new race, so I kind of want to play, like, try to make a character for that race. I think my DM's getting a little bit burned out, though, which kind of makes me sad. Because he's, like, building his world and his story to, like, eventually sell it. It's a really fun story, though. I like it. What? Are you sure? Okay. We are actually almost at the end of this. I'm super excited. You have some chamomile tea? Nice. This is Earl Grey. But caffeine doesn't really affect me too bad. I almost think I have like ADHD because it's like I can drink this and then go to bed. Probably not a good thing. What up, Crash Naps? How are you? What is that emote? What the fuck? That's so funny. Coco left? Who's Coco? Is that Coco Melon? What, baby? What's wrong? Come say hi. Yeah, come say hi. She's being a turd. Coconut head? Oh my gosh. Creepy. But no nose. So you know your Dawanawanga thing? I've been talking to Apex all at Fanfest. And he was like, yeah, it's the meme, Dawanawanga. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was like so offended that like I didn't actually believe it was a real thing. And then you called me out in front of everyone. They're like, Dawana? And I'm like, Wanga. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? There's no way that's real. I have no idea what the reference is, but... Why are you looking at me like that? My cat's looking at me horrified. Like I sneezed or something. You little turd. Big booty. I feel like she gained weight. But she still weighs 10 pounds. You chonky? How are you doing, dude? Are you enjoying the EVE Online? Oh, you missed it. On Saturday, me and the Open Comms dudes, we managed to catch a Varger. We almost broke him, dude. He was like in structure before his smart bomb scared us off. And then we all died. But I was like, dude, if we win, we can roast Crash Naps for it. Vargers aren't that scary. But he kicked our ass. Smart bombs against Thrashers is apparently like super brutal. And then Drayden the whole time. Drayden's in like a saber. So he's like, these smart bombs aren't bad. We're like, Drayden, we are dying. Yeah, it was real close. And he even typed in local like, holy shit, I barely made it. Like, it was really funny. Yeah. Use me, Alan. You want a nap? You can nap. I don't know what she wants. For Dewannawanga cons. Oh no. Do I want to click that? A golem the other day? Hell yeah, dude. That's the best. Oh my gosh. I have this muted. It's nothing crazy. It's so rowdy though. Everybody rowdy. Okay, here we go. Zendaya. Audio, yeah. I'm not gonna. I won't do the audio on stream. I'll do it off stream. We watched my Fanfest presentation. I laughed out my own jokes. It was really good. I tell really good jokes. It's a very dumb meme, but it took off, dude. Those are the best ones though. It's kind of how memes work. If you try to make a meme happen, it won't happen. But the ones you don't want to happen, and you try to bury them, they just like take off. No stopping it. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We're gonna come here. We died to rats earlier. So I'm like kind of nervous going back the way we came. But we'll see how it goes. Where are we even at? Derelict? Derelict my nuts. CCP probably like forever regrets naming some of their stuff. I have all these overseer effects, dude. Fuck. I have a Drake. I apparently have a fully fit Drake. I don't know why. I also have a capsule. We're gonna keep these all in my Reaper. There's no way we're gonna die. Okay, let's do view market details. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go collect all this other stuff and then we'll do add waypoint. We'll put it at the end. Systems like Pout, Ham, CCP US, and many more. They have a one called Bar, Cat, Bay. There's some really good ones. Oh, this is Zendaya, not Zendaya. Not to be confused with the really hot actress. It feels weird saying that because she's like 10 years younger than me. I feel like I should say she's cute. And I want to mother her. What are you doing? Well, you can scratch at stuff, that's fine. She loves tearing up my carpet. You lived in Katamai when you first started. It's such a good name. My other favorite system is PNS. Is it PNS? Yeah, it sounds like you say penis when you say it real fast. It's so funny. I feel like the whole fleet, every time like you get a fleet and you fly through that system, everyone is like, where are we at FC? What system are we in? What gate should we go to? Because like you just hear the FC say PNS over and over. It's really fun. The scooter so much that you're eventually gonna get another putter out. Dude, do it. I have an electric bike. I love my electric bike. I gotta get it ready to go biking. I say that and it's like 60 fucking degrees out. It's fucking cold. But I need to go biking more. I love it. There's something you can do in Iceland where you can rent a bike. And I feel like I need to do that more. Like I should have rented a bike at FanFest and just biked everywhere. Although I feel like the roads I know are all tourist roads. And I don't know, I also don't know Icelandic law. So I probably would have been that asshole with a bike on the sidewalk where I shouldn't have. My state's really lax with it. It's actually kind of annoying. Like, we have some bike paths, not bike paths. We have sidewalks that are meant like big enough for like bikers and runners and stuff, and like people are still just like, what if I run on like the gravel shoulder? And it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm going up a hill with a biker, and then I can't see over the hill, so I can't get in the other lane. It's just like, holy fuck. Like, get off the fucking road. War declared. Oh my god, dude, it's Ogre. Live, breaking news. Okay, the thing was up and then it vanished. Okay, here we go. 24 hours. Who are these nerds? We are four. There's a public Discord. They just have their Discord link. I should go post it on like those spam bot sites. That'd be really toxic. I shouldn't do that. It sounds like they probably don't actually declare war. They're just gonna high sec gank.
Docking permission requested.
Classics, you know. Oh, they just war decked horde. Ah, I got you. I got you. What's this one? War were declared. Oh my gosh. You guys and your memes. Okay. Vlad the Manlet. So this one doesn't have a lot of stuff. It just has the skin. These are cold iron skins. Like, these are really old, by the way. Yo, look at this guy's fit. What the look at that I want that outfit. What jacket is that? Shut up. That is such a cool jacket. You like the cold iron? The cold iron, it's like, what is it? Purity of the Throne and cold iron. So it was like one of the first events after Empress Jamil died. And so you had Empress Katiz, and so you wore the all white to show your support, or you wore the all black to show your disgust, and like of saying like, ah, no, Jamil's the real Empress. And I remember because like you could run the event and get the skins. And it was like the first skin line that was like every single ship, and it wasn't like an ugly fucking green. Like the Galente ones were always ugly green, and these were like the Amar ones. And I think it was all the ships except the T3s. And so it was super cool. I remember, this is where like, if you ever see that famous Eve mail of me, where I tell people to wear their skins with pride, and I put like pride with all the color, that was the origin of it, because I went out and I bought like, I think it was bomber skins, guardian skins, I think we did Armageddons, I forget what group I was with, it was like the like Pizza Revived group, but that's what I did, was I bought all those skins, and I was like trying to bully people into wearing them. But it was super cool. I think if you look at my, if I just type like purity. Oh, I must have gotten rid of them all. I thought I had more purity, which is cold iron. Do I have more cold iron? I do have more cold iron. Yeah. I think they came back with an event, so that's why they're kind of like reused. Okay. Let's just do skin. So like, I'm kind of dwindling this down, right? Like, it's not too bad. So like, if you look here, this one's 6 jumps, so I might do that one. You like the cold iron? Yeah. If you're like a fan of like dark skins or black skins, like cold iron's really good. It's like not my cup of tea. I like the colorful ones, and I feel like because they're Amar only, Amar has like some really good skins, like the Jubilee skins. It's like you get the fucking gold and purple. Like, it looks so freaking cool. but I get it. Alright. We might be able to make it. I don't know. What?
Docking permission requested.
No. She's being a turd.
Docking request accepted.
I think my insulin pump should be out. I like inhaled food. I don't know, it's not. Oh, I inhaled food like, wow, I've been streaming for like 3 freaking hours. Oh, this is for Black Legion. We're gonna do that just to get rid of it. We'll do that. Let's see what this one does. We might get kind of fucked here. 7 mil, that's, or 70 mil, that's not bad. But this way I'm kind of like clearing out my asset safety. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stack. Let's check these. View market details. So the closest is the 6 jumps. So let's go here. Let's do add waypoint. Oh, it's right next to it. Okay. Let's do remove. And then we'll do, what was it? This? Fuck my life. Then we will do location, add waypoint. So it adds that extra jump, but then we at least have everything. Hopefully. I don't know. We might die. Azabona. He's Azabona, if you know what I mean. Oh, okay. That's not bad. I think there's a couple jumps. Couple thorough jumps nearby. Oh, my headset's dying. Oh, fuck. I thought I just tried. Oh, I pulled the cord up the wrong way. She's being a turd. She's just meowing. If you want up, get on my lap. Maybe she's mad because the window's open. I thought you wanted the window. My blood sugar's kind of high. Alright. Let's see if we die. We do have a lot of... I will say we kind of have a lot of loot. It says 200 mil. I mean, a lot of this stuff is... Like, these are worth something. Some of the Explo stuff is worth stuff. Something. Some of the Explo stuff is worth stuff. But, like, some of it's kind of probably hard to, like... pinpoint like a price. So what? Yeah, we got lucky though. We kind of picked some like really easy places to fuck around in. I think Derelict used to have a pretty decent population. I don't know if they still do. I really don't. Oh, come here. There she goes. See, you see her tail on my lap. There you go, baby. So these people, are you in Horde? Who's the one who said Horde was also war decked? Oh, Becky. They're it seems like Slice is gonna go out and fight him if you want to help Slice. Yeah, they're like saying like, oh, let's get these ships moved here. Let's like strategize. See, she gets on my lap and then she jumps down. Let's move ships moved here. Let's strategize. Like, dude, they're gonna fucking murk some nerds. Yeah. Should be fun. You just want to kill their HQ? Yeah. mean, why not? It's probably like I'm one of the few people that's in their high sec. What? No. Because it's like I'll probably stage from Jita. I don't think I'm doing anything Saturday, so I might do the roam, the open comms roam. I might liquidate some of my Plex, and then save some of it for like a Plex for good or giveaways and stuff. Speaking of saving it in Plex for good, hopefully I don't get ganked while doing this. Hey, free skill points. Make sure you get your weekly free skill points, team. For some reason I put in my redeem queue instead of my character. Level 4 mastery pack. Oh, it actually closed that. That's cool. So we're gonna come here. Here's all my boosters. I got skill points. I think am I stockpiling? Yeah, it seems like I'm stockpiling. 400 days. I have over a year. I'm doing like a lot of really random stuff. It doesn't really mean much. So, I'm probably the last person to ask for like any tips of like, what should I train? I can help you if you're starting, but not like if you're being consistent. What up, baby? You okay? Yeah. Yeah. You meowing? Yeah. Yeah. The fun thing is I'm gonna stop streaming and she's gonna like immediately go and like fall asleep on my bed. She'll be like, how dare you? I'm excited for work tomorrow. I have my boss show me his 16 mil SP you're running out of things. That's a mood, dude. I get that. How much do I have? Can I see? Total skill. Oh, you guys can't see. So I'm just 100 mil behind you. 214 mil. But I don't have like any capital skills. So I have stuff to fly like blops, but not like capital guns or capital ships or anything like that. Being a brat. Yeah. But yeah. So at some point, I think I might wait for the weekend to try and do. You train all caps, no titans though yet? Yeah. I feel like caps take like, it opens up a whole new can of worms of trying to get things like really specialized. Like right now I can fly like every ship perfectly, all subcaps perfectly I should say, except some of the like mining stuff. Although I may have trained that recently actually. I thought I trained like to sit in a procurer. Yeah, nope, that's not it. I don't know why I said yeah so like confidently. Yeah, I can sit into these. I know Timbre got me some skins there. But yeah, I can't fly any of like these. Definitely not going to do a Rourke or a Bowhead. I should probably train some of these. 9 days to train. Oh yeah, mining frigate 5. But yeah. I'm kind of getting close to some of that. What up, Cyan the man? How are you, dude? How are things? Jump drive calibration 5 for blobs. They have little interest in caps. You might train for Zernatra though. Yeah. I have cap alts, which I really like, so all is well. That's super good to hear, dude. I'm glad. How's streaming been? Streaming's been good. I've been sick. Like this feels like the first day where I'm not like super nasally and super coffee. So prospects are fun. I could do a prospect. I might have fun. I kind of like the idea of like industrial ships and like PvPing in them. But yeah, no, streaming's been good. It's kind of taking it chill. A lot of times like I would kind of plan out my month and like what I wanted to do and the games I wanted to beat. But like for May, I'm like I have no freaking idea. Like there's some games I'm gonna probably play Mother Hub. I want to probably aim for like this weekend if I can. Otherwise, I'll probably be like streaming Coral Island and stuff like that. The stream, when is the next stream next fest? I'm not sure. Steam, it's Steam, not stream. Steam next fest. Official dates. I thought it was June. Steam Next Fest. Yeah, it's June 9th. So I have a couple more weeks before a lot of the games I have lined up.
Warp drive active.
But should hopefully be fun. Key phrase hope. But yeah. I have had a lot of fun playing Coral Island. I'm getting really far on like completing things and like achievements. I'm like down to like 20 more achievements, which a lot of them are just like get married, have kids, complete all these collections. So like I'm kind of worried because I've not been like neurotically camping how much I have. I am sad because I missed out on 2 butterflies for spring, or not spring, summer. And I'm now in fall, so I have to wait like a whole lot. It's like probably like another 100 hours to get back to that summer or whatever to get them. But like I'm down to 3 fish to complete that collection.
Docking permission requested.
What is it? 3 fish,
Docking
1
request
critter in the
accepted.
sea, 2 insects, and then I believe 4 or 5 fossils. So like I'm doing pretty good at Coral Island. I'm kind of a completionist with some games. Look at these. Wait, Warcorn blanks? Warcorn. Fuck, I think I can sell those too. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, girls. Okay, so now we're going back.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, I really like doing stuff like that. What? And then I also, I re-downloaded Sugardew Island. They came out with an update where you can sell seashells, and so I kind of want to like update my spreadsheets. People still use my spreadsheets. It's been kind of intense. Which like, it was kind of a running joke that like I was building a spreadsheet just for like me to track stuff. And now it's like, people are actually using it and using my tips and tricks and stuff. So like, building a website's helpful. That's why like I kind of want to do the website for the charity calendar. And like tips and tricks and things like that. So I feel like it'd be really helpful. I'm excited though. Alex said he would help. Saves me from having to host it on my website. Which I do not mind hosting on my website. I'm also really excited. I released the May edition for like Final Festivus, my like kind of community chronicles for Final Fantasy, which I kind of want to change the name to Community Chronicles. But I have that.
Warp drive active.
That's a red. We're in Eden Comm space. Oh my god, I could literally be dying right now. But yeah, I kind of want to do that. Because Final Festivus was my name for like my news broadcast versus like a community newsletter. But I'm debating if I go back and edit everything and call them the Community Chronicles. Because I feel like that really focuses on like people's stories rather than like what I am writing. I don't know. But I'm excited to write my June edition. Already got a streamer lined up. I got a link shell lined up. So I'm stoked. Okay. So here we're at the Concord Bureau. Hopefully we can like sell some shit. I wondered too, actually we probably, tags probably aren't sold here.
Docking permission
Well, let's say we could
requested.
fix some of our standing. Is my standing bad?
Docking request
Yeah.
accepted.
I probably should stop PvPing in low sec. Is all I'm learning. Okay. So we're here. So let's take out... Should we do the war clone? Are the war clone banks NPCable? I feel like they are. So let's sell these. Sell items. Boom. Look at my tax, dude. Maybe that's what I do next, is I level my accounting skills. I used to tell people I had accounting max as a joke. So they are sold somewhere. Okay, so if I do view market details, fuck. Okay, so not here. Sorry, I was coughing. So where are we at? Let's go to this place. It's called Timior. 5 jumps. So I can get to Thera from here. I hope? Maybe? So the goal is to go to Thera and then to go to Jita. Hopefully we don't have... I mean, like, people could be camping. That's kind of going to be sucky. I kind of want to go through this high sec system. Let's do... We're going to do this thing where we add waypoint. And then we're going to go to Jita. So if I go through here... Okay, so that we're going to do that. We're going to go out of Billy. Because then that way, I don't have to worry about the, because if I jump out in low sec, I'm afraid of getting smart bombed. Especially if that's like the shortest jump. It's 10 jumps instead of 15. So this isn't bad. This is stuff I probably should be doing off stream, but like, content is content, you know? Plus, I'd rather be able to chill and talk to y'all. We'll do, whatchamacallit. Next time I stream, I'll go fix my sex status. Sex standings. My eating com standings, we can go do that next stream. I think this is safe, too. Luminaire, yeah. Yeah, this should all be safe, right? I don't fucking know.
Warp drive active.
Tina's laying right next to me, dude. She's so fucking cute. I love her. I move and she pops her head up. I'm not gonna step on you. You're okay. For context, I've literally never rolled over my cat or stepped on my cat. The only time I've accidentally like done something to my cat is I was following her and I was walking next to her and she turned her head. So my foot hit her and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, my cat. How do I explain that it was an accident? If she's walking slow in front of me, I turn my foot sideways and I like bump the backs of her legs or like her tail. And then she's like, oh no. And then she runs. She gets out of my way. I only do that when like I'm walking really fast in the house for like something important, like I'm late to work or whatever. If I'm just walking through the house, I just say, Tina, move. I do say excuse me when I walk by her so that she learns like I'm trying to sneak by. Yeah, I say it to you a lot, don't I? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Did you know that? There was one time I was showing my boss and my boss and her boss, and I was like huddled over my laptop, and then my cat's tail was like in my face, and I was doing like one of these things to try and like show them. It was actually really funny. It felt really like flawless to me of like getting around my cat while like working, but to them it probably looked like I was super distracted. Okay. So hopefully nobody's gonna gank me. If I die, I just say it's because I was streaming. That's the like easiest excuse, right? It's like the biggest perk of being a streamer.
Warp drive active.
Is you have an excuse every time you die. Those NPCs, they were stream sniping, dude. No way did I die legitimately. Psh. I should probably clip my death though. It'd be really funny. Cyan, you still play Eve, dude? You just vibing. I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna get tie-dye. It's gonna be a big ass brawl. I never get that much luck, dude. There's literally nobody here. Okay, so there's Thera. Let's hope it's still open.
Active.
It might not be. The other option we could have done is like filamenting to Poshvin and then filamenting out. What do you mean? You yawning? You just want to play. I played so much with you today. Want to keep playing? Is that it? She's such a turd. This is a long ass warp. I did not realize how huge this system is. Alright. Wormhole's still here. Beginning to decay. Not has stability. Very large ships. Okay. I'm guessing people aren't using this system, so maybe it's just me. Let's see what we got. 16 plus jumps. You see that? Okay, so we're gonna go the second. So we're going to Billy. So that's XHH. Yes. So we'll see if there's anybody here. It would not surprise me if people were at, what is it, DDS? So this is the normal close to Jita one. That's 10 jumps. This one's just 15. So that's why I'm like not too worried. If it was like 25 jumps instead, I'd be like, ooh, maybe I risk it for the biscuit, you know? Epicenter. So let's see what this one says. Beginning to decay, not yet stability, up to medium. Oh, so it's a smaller wormhole too. Alright, let's jump through. And now we're doing all of high sec all the way back. Oh my god, there's a lot of reds. God, that scared the absolute shit out of me. Why are there so many reds here? Is this me? Who's transgress? Okay, apparently Slice does not like them.
Warp drive active.
Oh, are they all mining? Are they just like miners, dude? Why was I scared? They're doing fine. I felt like I don't know, had a splinter or something, which would be weird. Okay, now it should hopefully be safe going back to Jita. Key phrase, hopefully. We have 200 mil in loot? No, we're down to 100 mil. Oh yeah, because we sold stuff, and then like all this shit's worthless, right? But look at this, we got some of these decent skins. So this is nice, because now I can actually contract them to people, right? When you have them in, sorry, I keep saying connecting to chat. But like when you have them in asset safety, I can't even contract them, right? So we do have a lot of extra skins out here. So there's this one. 1515s, yeah, so these are all really far. So like K3J, I could probably wait for like a wormhole. That's from my time in Black Legion. Yeah, the closest wormhole is 17 jumps too, so that's like really far. But like these, I think I can get to and from just from Jita. It's like, do I just want to travel 30 full jumps there and back? I guess technically this one is 34 jumps. Yeah. Corn with rails or an assault frigate, you guys are saying. So I'm gonna like kind of mindlessly fly back. I guess if you like ganking, there's some orcas here. So holes and fits, we're gonna include. Where's the community? Let's do community. So if I do like a Corm, IB's faction warfare, Poshvin standing increase versus rogue drones. Holy shit. That's amazing. Okay. This is awesome. So I'll build one of these and then I can do my shit. Ta-da. Dude, that's literally like perfect. I love it. Do I have, what are my fittings at? Can I see like how many fittings I have? It doesn't give me like a total. I was gonna say, because I could save this here. Maybe I don't. I have so many ships, dude. Luminaire.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, so it'll be really fun then. Just iron. So I just use this with no script? Yeah, because it just shows iron. Okay. It's super sweet though. Hey, what up, the last Spartan? How are you? How are you doing, dude? I usually prefer people don't use my real name on stream. Some people get real weird. Oh, that's Corky? Corky, change your stupid ass Twitch name. Hey Palomino, how are you? Welcome in. I'm Rain. You might have joined me on your own, but if you came from Rodney's stream, he raided me. You can't? Okay, here's what you do. You log out, you go create new account. That's what do you mean you can't make a new Twitch account? Yeah, so make a second one. Call yourself the real Corcus God. Oh, you're a wanderer? Alright, welcome in. We were covering my Fanfest presentation earlier, and then I am now, I probably look like unhinged just flying around. I went around and collected skins. Somehow we also collected all this other random crap. We sold some of it. We got the like overseers stuff. We sold those. But yeah, now we're just flying back. We managed to do it. I've only died once on my way there. Let me show you. I died once on my way there. Oh my gosh, do I not have that kill mail? Well, they've been talking so much. I died once on my way there to the Eden Com ships. So now my chat has convinced me that I need to go shoot rogue drones in Poshfin. So we are going to do that. Probably not tonight. I've been streaming for like 3 hours now. But yeah, Eden Com. So if I show you my standings, I was like, I love making money. So I went and fought for the Triglavians. I thought I was fighting the Triglavians. I don't really freaking know. Anyway, Eden Com hates me now. So good news is Guristas love me. This is sad because like if I had to pick a faction for like piracy, I would totally do Angels. I feel like I could call myself like, I can make memes like Fallen Angels, Angel of Death, right? Like Charlie's, like we can make so many fucking names. But no, I have to go with the Guristas. Go to Poshfin. I do have to go to Poshfin. But not right now. I'm getting my skins back safely. Somehow we have not died. A lot of people I've noticed today to fix rep. Yeah, I do have to fix my rep. So that's where I'm going to go. Make the Angel Cartel rain. Yeah, yeah. It said I gotta do bunny things. Although, I do have bunny ears for, like, Easter. So, like, I could totally, like, weave that in of, like, ooh, I'm fighting with the Guristas. I'm a bunny. Tee-hee. Hoppity hop, motherfucker. Or, you know, I don't fucking know. Tina, what's wrong? Okay. As long as I'm not a bee. I do have a bee costume. CCP was like, CCP did Eve, oops, sorry, I booped you on the nose. Did Eve Vegas during Halloween once, and I was like, let's do costumes. And then there was like no prep of costumes, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna bring my bee costume then, right? If I'm not gonna like, if no one else is dressing up. And then like the weekend before CCP is like fucking null blocks. Oh my god, dude. But then like the weekend before CCP is like, oh yeah, bring your costume. And I'm like, look, I literally made a costume and then you didn't announce anything. So I went out and bought a dress instead. And so I'm kind of salty. Ah. My cat didn't want to play. She's playing. What the fuck? Okay, so like the first time I was streaming a big battle, I was like, team, how do I fix my overview? And like I literally had people like walk me through it step by step. I really like how these say Stargate. Oh, distance. Oh, they do say Stargate. Oh, the name's just really long. Okay, that's my bad. So that's why I made the what the fuck tab. And then it breaks everything, apparently. Because, like, I don't know if you know, it's, like, impossible to figure out how to set up your overview, right? The SpongeBob meme font. Yeah, this is from When I Am in Space. So this is the pizza overview. That's why it's green and purple. It is weird. You're right. But, like, yeah. But yeah, so that's why I have it. And I've just grown accustomed to it. And, like, that's the fun thing with, like, overviews, is that the OG, Fatal and the Rabbit, OG Garista boys, yeah. That's always, like, a trivia question, by the way. It's green, call it Rick and Morty themed. Oh, it's green and purple because it's an old 4chan meme. I've like watched only a handful of Rick and Morty. But yeah, my thought is always once you get used for 4chan is somehow still around. It got hacked and is somehow still around. Do you know how long? The cesspool of the internet? Oh yeah. It's terrible, dude. Now I think it's Reddit. I think Reddit's actually genuinely somehow worse than 4chan.
Warp drive active.
What up, Corky? Would you link me? Load overview. I'm not loading anyone's overview profile. I'm keeping mine. I literally, so like, I'm of the strong opinion that once you get used to like how you have your windows set up, how you have your overview set up, that like it's really difficult to switch. So like if you ever, it's so much better. No, it's not. Mine's way better. But like the thing is like, I don't know if when you watch streamers, right? Most people have their overview up here because that's what it is by default. Some people move their overview. When they move it, it is so freaking confusing. I watch some people that have this, their like capacitor stuff at the top of the screen, and it breaks my brain. I literally cannot comprehend what they're doing. My D-scan's here. Sutonia puts his D-scan over here or over here. Every time I watch him, I'm like, what the fuck is he looking at? It takes me like so long to figure out what he's doing. Default UI? Yeah, this is not the default. Everybody sets up their UI super differently. So, Jake, if you go to like the EVE Online like stream stuff, you can look at other people's UI and see what they do. This thing isn't centered. I always move it and it's never centered. Display passive. Yeah, so like some people will do this. It fucking breaks my brain. I can't comprehend it. But yeah. That's how it goes. A lot of people, some streamers like to have like so much OPSEC too. I'm not a fan of the OPSEC. I understand why like Bjorn and Zarvox didn't like, they would hide like their location when doing like roams and stuff, but a lot of people hide like everything on the overview. They hide right here, they hide right here, and it's like, bro, what the fuck am I gonna be looking at then? Like, wow, it's your face and then like your ship zoomed out. It's so annoying. You have overview for all types of ships? Yeah, I don't do that. I do that mostly for drones if we gotta just shoot stuff. You can sort by icon, by the way. A lot of people don't realize that. I sort by icon a lot. I think I broke this. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. No, I did. Right here. There we go. Exactly. If people want to snipe you, they will. That's why I was like, I'm like, should I stream myself moving the skins? I'm like, you know what? Why not? The worst that happens is I die and I can like roast myself. And nobody tried to snipe me, as far as I know. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe it was the Eden Com ships. But yeah. Like, if I can fly around with, like, skins in my cargo, like a Vexor Quaif skin, like, you can stream yourself ratting in fucking high sec. Like, it's not the end of the world. Look at this. There are literally no orders. I have to probably wait till I get... Oh, there. The forge. Now I can do it. So if I do view market detail... There's literally no orders. Is there a history? No? Time, 3 months. Year. So, like, this skin is, like... And it might not... No, I am, because it'd be the Forge. I'm still in the same constellation, the same region. But yeah. Apparently, nobody wants that skin. Or nobody has it. So, I could sell it for, like, 10 bill. Yeah. What's wrong, baby? You aren't even playing with it. She likes to play and then she'll go and hide to like hunt it. And then I have to sit here for like 15 minutes just for her to pounce once and then get bored. That's how I know she's getting bored. My, so this is the, I have like these, they call them like fishing poles or wands or whatever. So it's like you have a stick with like a string and the feathers at the end or whatever. My mom got one, and hers was like a wooden stick with like what is it, twill? Is that the word? Like one of like the straw strings, and then just like feathers at the end. So I was playing with her cat with it, and he grabs it and bolts, and he like rips it out of my hand. I was not expecting that, but I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I just let it go, and you could hear him. They have like tile all over their house. You could hear the rattle of the stick on the ground, and then you could hear him go down in the basement, so because we could hear it below us, and then run back up the stairs. And I think as he was running up the stairs, it got caught. And I walked into the kitchen. He was there like all puffy, like he had just like survived like escaping a predator, because he probably was so scared of the noise it was making. I had to go and get it and play with him, and he was real gentle after that. He did not bolt with it, but he loves playing with it. My mom says she has to hide it from him, because he'll like climb up on things and find it and then run through the house. Yeah. Okay. She still wants to play. Ah! She loves it, dude. But yeah, I don't like the OPSEC stuff. I find it not as engaging. I also don't like watching other people stream that have OPSEC. The blur. People think the blur looks good, and I just sit and like squint at my screen. I'm like, why are the numbers blurry? I'm wearing my glasses, right? Like, so it like super pisses me off, because then I try to like upgrade their stream. I'm like, oh, maybe it's at like 360 pixels or whatever, right? Because they downgrade it depending on the stream and bitrate and other like random shit like that. It's like, nope, it's just a blur. You can't control. Yeah, blurring chat. I say chat's a little different, right? Like, I keep local as local, and then I hide personal chats behind me. So like Corky sent me a message, so you can't see that, right? Everything else is out there. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but that's like my camera. So like I split my chats. Not everybody does that. Blurring chat is more for privacy and OPSEC though. Yeah, and I agree with blurring chat. I feel like local, you should not be afraid to blur, because the worst that happens is somebody says something really derogatory and you go, hey guys, that's not cool, and then you sit there and you screenshot it and report it. Like, I've done that. I've literally had people say some of the weirdest shit, or like links to bad things, and I'm like, okay, like, cool, now it's on my stream, they definitely know I'm not faking it. So like, that's one of those things. Okay, somehow I'm still not dead, and we are gonna make it back with op success. So now we can come here. Oh, it cleared my search. Hidden. So now we can see, so it's 23, 15, 13, 13. So it's not that bad. But you see, like, these skins, like, this one's kind of decent. But, like, a lot of these skins, like, the rare Comey ones are, like, not that good. Sorry. But, like, K3J, yeah. Dude, that was from when we were in Black Legion. I know, right? Rip BL. Never again, dude. Okay, so now if I do, here we go. Bro, what? This is only a couple hundred mil. Shut up. That's a scam, dude. I thought it was gonna be like 2 bill.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I was impressed I had one since I already used it already. Yeah. Alright, team, you ready? So let's do this. What did I say? Was that like weird stack all, stack all? I do that a couple times just to make sure it worked. I have so much stuff. 833 items. I think you can only have 1,000 items, just so you're aware. So here's some of these. Oh, so I can. Oh, wait. These ones are only 5. I was gonna say I could give them to Drayden. Oh, yeah, so here. So that's money. War Clone. Let me look at these. Are these done already? So I can sell them somewhere. I just don't know where. Because I thought they sold for 1 mil. I might have to look it up. See, like, so if I do this. Here's how you can kind of tell, like, what the price is. So those are NPC. To NPC, oh, and Delve. Oh, okay. I got you. Maybe I'll do that at some point, because they should be only worth 1 million each, yeah. Oh, a little under 1 mil. The blank clones, yeah. And so then these ones, I think it's a Concord station, yeah. So right here, you can see all the Concord stuff. So I could go there. But now we've kind of cleared out more of the skins. Like, I'm kind of smug, I'm not gonna lie. So what I might do, so like if I do like set dest, So what do I gotta go through? Abazon. See, I don't know if I want to go. So if I do avoid Abazon. What the fuck? Tama. Maybe we do this. Okay. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here, manage route. Look at all these avoids. Do not avoid. Do not avoid. Okay. So that's that one. Let's do set dust here. So we do have to go through Abazon. They have smart bombs, don't they? Yeah, it is death. Okay, so then let's do set dust here. It's Abazon for all of them. Even K3? Okay, so K3 we don't. Otasani. Okay, MTACO. So what I could do here, what if I do set route, include jump bridges? Does that make it shorter? It does not. I feel like for K3 we might just have to... We probably want a scepter. Use an NT and ping. Okay, I could do that. Because I could do that for all these. So if I do set dust, add waypoint, and then what if we do optimize? That's still really far. The good news, ooh, what's here? Okay, so those aren't too bad. I just want to make sure I get the sub 2 align time. And then... Yeah. Oh, is this for me? I feel like I have one of these. Hold on, let me check my inventory. Do I have a malediction? I'll have the ship. Maybe I don't do that. Here. Okay, so we got the ship. Let's do fit. Did it work? Kinda did. Can I do... How do I do by missing? Fuck. Open multi-buy. So if I just click buy here... I mean, maybe we just like manually close stuff. I don't fucking know. So we don't need any of the lows. Don't need the malediction. There's only one shield, right? Don't need the medium shield extender. Don't need the damage control. Don't need the small blah blah blah. We only need one. There we go. Hit fit, then buy what's left. Let's do fit again. Yeah, okay, there we go. I actually don't think I have a skin for this, do I? Oh, I do. Hell yeah, brother. So we won't do this tonight, but we'll at least have it for next time. Or maybe I do it off stream. This thing where it like fucks up my window is super fucking annoying. I wish CCP would like just never do that. I do not need it to like get all like highlighted or whatever the fuck. 2021 players still can't fit a ship. Dude, it's okay. I very rarely make my own fits entirely from scratch. What I will do is I kind of emulate a fit that I like, or I modify a fit that I like. I've been playing for a decade, if that makes you feel better. Actually, over a decade now at this point. Whew, my toes are cold. Alright, it's like 8:30. I gotta change my insulin pump, so I'm probably gonna end stream here. We've been streaming for 3 hours. We got some stuff done. We watched our presentation. Hopefully you guys had fun and enjoyed as much as I did. We got some skins consolidated. Like next time there's like a big like Christmas thing or something, I can like actually give them out, right? Okay. Should we do some raids? It says Anarchos is streaming with that guy Toxic, but I don't see him streaming. Because I kind of want to raid that guy Toxic. Tina, stop it. I pressed the button. Please be muted. Okay, it is muted. My biggest fear is like going to someone's stream. Yes. Show stream. Twitch. So it says he's streaming with Toxic, but Toxic is not streaming. Maybe he just ended stream. Homefront raids. I want to do homefront raids. He logged off. I don't see. Why is Twitch so bad then? Gosh darn it, dude. I kind of want to do homefront raids at some point. See, Ghosty streaming because partner. Oh, Nth Dimensional's doing homefront raids. Should we go raid him? Maybe I'll like lurk. I'll definitely steal all of his strategies. But don't tell him, okay? I'm toxic, dude. Okay. We're gonna go raid Nth Dimensional. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I hope you have a good evening. I will be streaming again. I might be streaming tomorrow. If I stream, it'll probably be Final Fantasy 11. But we'll see how I feel. I've been feeling pretty good today. I got like probably a full day at work tomorrow. I'm actually gonna go to the office fully masked and everything and all that. So we're gonna go raid Nth Dimensional. Go send him all of your love. Tell him you definitely saw him at Fanfest on the big screen. Because they did broadcast him. It was pretty neat. I loved it. He's a good dude. I'm actually impressed he's not partner yet. So hopefully he gets partner. Anyway, take care everybody. Thank you for all your love and support. Have a good night. Did you say bye too? Yeah, did you give a little wave? Give him a little kiki.